Good morning, everybody. It's Wednesday, TGIW. Very excited for everything that's going to be taking place today. We're going to have Anthony Macaluso in studio. He's with the Arms Room. He's also a local realtor. We're also going to have Kelly, More Than Just a Society, in. So make sure you share this video out. Let us know, what do you have going on today? We are excited. You know, I have to give out a big shout out to Thomas, listening in Oklahoma on that Amazon Echo. He let us know, hey guys, you know, you aren't coming through on the TuneIn app right now, so we had to make some adjustments. Call him the big guns.
The best part is he can't hear that shout out.
Oh, because we're on Facebook. So we got 14 seconds, and I'm going to have to give him a re-shout out. Thomas in Oklahoma. All right. But again, hey, let us know what you got going on. Hey, my dad's watching on Facebook. Good morning, Dad. Good morning, Ashley, and everybody else. Good morning. This is KHEA Radio, 99.5 FM. This is Kickstart. I'm Gardy.
And I'm Curt.
It's 8:42 on a Wednesday. Need to start this off again, but thank you to Thomas. You know, listening on his Amazon Echo in Oklahoma. He said, hey, I'm trying to listen on the TuneIn app. The stream is down. Send us a message. We were able to call in Mr. Pearson. He came in and, like a surgeon, deconstructed the computer, rebuilt it again, and we are up and running. How can people listen to KHEA Radio?
Yeah, there's tons of ways to listen. You can listen at KHEAradio.com. You can listen on the TuneIn app. You can listen on our Facebook page. That's KHEA Radio on Facebook. And the other way, and probably the most important way, is on our FM radio station. That's 99.5 FM. If you haven't set 99.5 FM in your car, go ahead and program it. It just needs to be 1 through 6.
Just 99.5 version 1, 99.5 version 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That makes sense.
It does.
And you know what? If you have one of those fancy HD digital radios, then you can actually go like 1 through like 100. You know, swipe, okay, this is page 1 of presets, page 2 of presets, and then you're good to go. Why not?
Every time I get in a new car, I always say 99.5 FM.
Yeah, you test drive a lot of cars.
I test drive a lot of cars.
Strictly for the purpose of reprogramming all of their presets.
To 99.5 FM.
That's the only thing. Not there to buy a car. They ain't going to sell you a car. Remember that? I don't want to talk about it.
Anyways, hey, speaking of what we're doing today also is we got all of these League City Music Festival gift card tickets, I guess, to get into the event that we need to get rid of today. We're going to be there on Friday. If you want to go to the League City Music Festival, in the description, we said drop a music emoji. So if you have a music emoji and you want to go and you haven't got tickets yet, you haven't won them from us yet, go ahead and drop that music emoji and you have that chance to win. That's on our Facebook page, KHEA Radio. You can't really drop an emoji if you're listening at 99.5 FM. It just doesn't work in your car.
You can try.
Like that. It just doesn't work that way in your car. So you have to go to our Facebook page, KHEA Radio. If you want to go to the League City Music Festival, go ahead and drop that music emoji now.
Okay, I'm trying to drop some emojis now, and I'm just typing in words.
Did you type in flute?
I did, just in case there was a flute emoji, but nothing popped up, and I had already typed it in and did all the work on Facebook. I'm not going to waste that. Those typing and my finger, strokes or whatever. But anyways, I am excited about the show today, and we were looking at some metrics about people who stream and how long they stream and all that stuff, and I didn't even know all that stuff was there, so I'm really excited to see all that. But that reminds me of a campaign idea that could potentially happen for us, and it's, how do you KHEA? How do you KHEA? And I like the way that it sounds, and I don't know, it can mean different things to different people, but I just thought it was neat.
How do you KHEA?
Me personally?
Yes, you personally.
Me personally, I usually watch the stream live of the morning show, 8:30 to 11 every weekday. I do not miss it. I am very religious whenever it comes to this. I'm making sure that 8:30 to 11 is my KHEA time, and that's how I KHEA. How do you?
I KHEA by listening to KHEA Radio in my car at 99.5 FM. It's set to preset number 6. It's not number 1 yet. It's preset number 6, but I know where it's at on the dash. So I don't want to change it because then I'm going to be really, really confused. But I do. I listen in my car as I'm driving around. We have about a 20-mile radius, so that's a good way to listen.
It is. It is. It's 8:46. It's a Wednesday. Let us know if you're watching on Facebook what you guys up to today. Let us know what do you have going on. If you're listening on 99.5 FM, you're listening from Oklahoma on your Amazon Echo, or you're streaming from KHEAradio.com in Russia, which we found out is the number one listener. There's a number one listener in Russia who listens to KHEA radio. Thank you if you're listening from Russia right now. This is Kickstart. We're going to be on till 11. Let us know, how do you KHEA? We're excited because we're launching an app, and that has us kicking out ideas left and right. We don't always reveal all of them. A lot of the ideas never see the light of day, but we're very excited to be working on an app that is supposed to launch this week, the KHEA radio app. Where is it going to be available, though?
Yeah, it's going to be available for in the App Store, the Google App Store, but also into the Apple App Store. So if you have an Android, if you have an Apple device, you'll be able to download it. We are actually in the final stages. Probably by the end of this week, we will have that app ready to go, launched out. We're going to be the first media
ever. We're the first media ever.
No, the first media industry in our area to launch that app in the Apple App Store. So we're super excited about being able to have that.
Are you telling me we are going to be the first KHEA radio to launch a KHEA radio app in the App Store? I'm excited. I am so excited about this app. It's going to be probably the highlight of maybe the year. I mean, I know it's early in the year, and there's a lot of cool things that have happened at KHEA, but this could be it, you know? And we're still going on TV, which actually is supposed to happen this week, too. I wonder if we should launch them on the same day. That may be overwhelming.
It might overwhelm a bunch of people, but I'm really super excited. The app is it's going to be awesome. One of the things that I'm really looking forward to in the app, on the KHEA app, is the giveaway section, because we're going to do a bunch of giveaways specifically inside of the app. So that's going to be a section that I'm super excited about.
The section I'm most excited about, which hasn't been fully developed yet, is the appetizer section, where it focuses on appetizers at different restaurants. That sounds like it's my kind of app. I'm like, okay, yeah, I can listen to the music and I can play it in the background. That's cool. But I'm going to click on the KHEA radio appetizer and maybe like get a free appetizer at one of these local restaurants. I don't know.
Wait. We're going to have that section. You need to tell the app developer
I'll call
about
him.
this.
I'll call him and tell him. So, okay. So we have some minutes left, about 12, and then we're going to be talking to Anthony Macaluso. I think we're talking about the Arms Room. I've been following the Arms Room on Facebook, well, for like the entirety of this year, but they have the Arms Room Academy going on, and I believe they're going to be graduating their first class, and that is taking place this morning. So Anthony Macaluso is going to be in studio talking about everything that they have going on and all kinds of stuff. So I'm excited. Anthony's a good guy.
They launched the Arms Room Academy this week. It went open to the public. It's an academy where you train to protect yourself. And so I'm really super excited to be talking to him about how that academy is working, how it's open to the public, how you can get involved, where you can train to protect yourself in different situations.
Anthony also deals in real estate, which we have, plenty of friends who are realtors and brokers and doing some really cool stuff, and we support them all. And Anthony has had the opportunity to show you a house. We haven't went and looked at another house here recently, but that's one other thing that he does as well, right?
Yeah, it's really super exciting. What he's able to do and able to go to different houses.
All right, we're going to take a quick break. This is KHEA Radio, 99.5 FM.
Seriously?
Okay. People are still commenting. It just says interrupted.
Say, hey, we're going to start a new stream. We lost our connection. If you entered to win, you're still fine.
That's a lot. Sniffing in the mic. Yep. So we lost our connection.
Starting
I got it, Kurt. Starting a new stream. Sorry. Honestly, we could pick a winner from this one and the next one.
Yes, we'll pick a winner.
We can.
Stinking technology. It's the other reason why I want to get to Vimeo.
Well, Facebook still may shut it down.
We're just rocking.
Can we? We can't end this one.
No, I don't have access.
Sorry.
It stinks. It was fine, and then it kicked us out.
Yeah.
It was an internet thing. All right, you ready?
Yeah. Hey, good morning. It's still Wednesday. We had some issues with our stream, but we're back up and running. We're going to be picking a winner from this stream, a set of winners, and we're also going to be picking winners from the last Facebook video where we got booted, but we're back, so it's all good. We're still excited. It's going to be an awesome morning. That may be a sign that, you know what? Sometimes the day tries to drag you down, but you know what we're going to do, Kurt?
We're going to fight back.
We're going to persevere. We're going to push forward, even if Facebook's going to try and kick us out. It may be our internet. I don't know what it is. It's a love relationship with technology, but like all things worth loving, sometimes, there's a little resistance.
I think one of the things that may have been some of the issues is yesterday I noticed that Facebook updated itself.
It did.
And so I think
it's becoming self-aware.
I think that's what may be the issue.
Yeah.
Did you like the new design? I don't like the new design. I hate the new design.
I'm indifferent.
Really?
Yeah, I don't care. It looks okay to me. I remember whenever Facebook was only available like on a computer. Here we go. We got 6 seconds. Maybe we can talk about this, but I'm scared we'll get booted. This is KHEA Radio 99.5 FM. This is Kickstart. I'm Gardy.
And I'm Curt.
It's 8:54. If you're listening on 99.5 FM, thank you. Good morning to you. If you're listening on Facebook, we had to relaunch our stream. You can go ahead and re-enter to the contest that we're running through Facebook, where you have the opportunity to win some tickets to the League City Music and Barbecue Festival Cook-Off. It's going to be an awesome time. It's this weekend.
Yeah,
already.
It's Friday and Saturday. We have Friday passes. We have Saturday passes. We got a whole weekend pass available. All you have to do to enter to win that is drop a music symbol. If you already dropped a music symbol in the last video, you can drop it again. We're going to pick winners from both streams. So drop another music emoji if you want to win those tickets.
So those reactions on Facebook are different too. Have you noticed that? At least from my iPad.
The reactions are the first thing that I noticed. I was going through liking things last night. I'm like, I don't like this.
I like that they move. Like Amanda said she doesn't like it, and so I hearted that. But then I saw like the little guys laughing back and forth. If you're listening on 99.5 FM and you're not familiar with what we're talking about the Facebook app. There was an update last night, and some people like it. I'm sure they're out there. Some people don't like it. Kurt?
I was one of those people. I was shocked at how many people. Last night I made a post on my personal page about the update, and I said
I'm offended. Did you see that?
I saw that. I thought it was funny.
You didn't even respond to it.
I didn't have time. There was 800 comments on my post. I didn't know.
You're so popular, Kurt. I'm sorry.
It was like people.
Remember me. Just remember me. Like
I don't think anybody liked it.
Okay, here's what I do like about it. On the phone, on the top left-hand corner, I think it's clean that they put that blue
Facebook.
Yeah, that's clean, and that's the exact first thing that you see. And I also like that whenever you scroll up. It was a Facebook app. It kind of did like a weird thing that they took away. So now it's like a true scroll. But look, boom. Okay, it's on this camera, but I like that right there. It's clean. The top left-hand corner, Facebook, it's blue in their colors. That's the first thing that I noticed, and I actually enjoy it. Do you like that part, or is that
I
part
think
not
it
good
is.
for you?
It's more white. Like, it's more white than anything. Like, the entire screen feels white with, like, a little hint of blue.
What color would you rather have it be? Like, you want more colors as the background?
I think so, because remember at the top it was more blue on the Facebook app.
Yeah.
It was more blue on the top.
Yeah, it was like a blue header, but I think it looks clean. And I also like that they didn't try and add more color, because then that can take away from the text and also make your pictures look different.
You know what I'm scared about? And maybe Facebook might get upset about this.
We're going to get booted again.
It looks very similar to the KHEA app.
Well, you know, I'm not going to
that
say
we're working on.
that
And they
were-
dropped it.
Yeah.
They were watching our app.
Okay. Well, I'm not going to say it.
What were you going to say?
I was going to say the exact same thing, but every time I tried to talk, you were like, it's like one of those moments where I'm talking to my son, and like I try and say something, and he talks. I'm like, okay, everybody calm down. It's going to be okay. But
you
it
upset?
does look similar to the KHEA app.
Very similar. We're going to add a little hint of blue as well. And it's kind of the same kind of blue. The Facebook, it's a little softer of a blue than the KHEA blue.
What if we just took the old Facebook layout and made it the KHEA? They're not using it anymore, so maybe it's free to use now?
How does that work?
Would they get mad?
Can you actually like
Copyright design?
copyright design on an app
Or a layout.
or a layout?
Because it's not really the design. It's more of a layout. But a lot of people have copied that because it's what people are used to.
Instagram and Facebook are owned by the same company. But yeah, they did that.
Yeah.
I wonder, can you do that? Because I know you can copyright logos.
Yeah, for sure. You can copyright logos. I think even like ideas, intellectual property, you know, that kind of stuff. And there's patents. And I took a class in school. It was on stuff like that, like intellectual property and copyrights. And it was actually really interesting.
Yeah.
But it was hard. It was one of the most difficult classes that I took during that program. But I really enjoyed it. It was like law. It was like a little law class, but it was fun.
Well, I want to know what the listeners think. If you're watching right now, I saw Thomas said I agree, Kurt. Do you like the new update to Facebook? If you're watching on our Facebook page and you haven't seen that update on your mobile device yet, I'm sorry. Thankfully.
What a spoiler alert, Kurt.
I know. Does that count?
People were also commenting on your post that you made last night, like, what's different? I haven't seen it because their app had not updated yet, and you just like spoiled the surprise and the fun for them, I think.
Is that a spoiler? Does that count?
No.
We've talked about that before earlier in the week, that
No.
spoilers are bad.
Yeah, spoilers are bad, but no, I was just kidding. You kind of were, you prefaced them. You let them know, like, hey,
Get ready for it.
Facebook change is coming, right?
Facebook.
So you got to get ready for it. Right now, it's 8:59. This is KHEA Radio. Share this out if you're watching on Facebook, maybe from your updated app. If you're listening on 99.5 FM, also weigh in. You can text us, 346-704-1806. Kurt, we have quite a few of those tickets to give away.
I got tons. We have to go back and pick winners from last week's post.
Let's give some away. Let's give one set of tickets away right now. The first person who calls us, 346-704-1806. We're about to take a break on over the air, but 346-704-1806. Give us a call right now. If you don't know the KHEA radio number by now, that's okay. I'm going to tell it to you one more time. 346-704-1806. Call right now. You're going to have the opportunity to get a pair of tickets to the League City Music Festival. This is KHEA Radio, 99.5 FM. Coming up next is The Young Escape. I'm waiting for that phone to ring. My phone is dry right now. 346-704-1806. Looking forward to hearing from you. All right, Facebook. Who's calling? Who wants these tickets?
Do you have the phone thing ready?
Well, yeah, my phone's on. I want to talk to somebody. I want to see if this phone's going to ring. It's going to be Hey, the phone's ringing.
All right. First caller. All right. Hey. Hold on. I wasn't connected. Give us 1 second.
He wasn't connected.
I wasn't connected to the soundboard. Give me
Kurt's
1
telling
second.
me, am I ready? Of course I'm ready,
I wasn't
Kurt.
ready for this, but hey, we got a caller on the line here.
Hi, good morning.
Hi, who am I talking to?
Jessica Robles.
All right, that's what's up. Hey, you want a pair of passes to the League City Music Festival this weekend?
Awesome.
Cool. Hey, if you could send us a Facebook message right now, and we'll be able to make sure we get you the address and how you can get those, or we can send them to you. It's this weekend. Are you able to go?
Yes, yes. I'm excited.
Do you have
I have
face-
the kids this weekend.
Awesome.
So we'll have a babysitter.
All right.
Gardy, can I say this really fast? Because I never get to say it.
Yes.
Can I? So, hey, Jessica, can you turn down the radio in the back so that we can hear? Because there's like some sort of delay.
Do you want me to just play it?
Oh, you know what? Is it on my...
It's probably Kurt's phone playing noise. Either
I
way,
have you guys in the background on my Facebook.
Oh, okay. That's what we're hearing in the background.
hey, sounds good though.
It does. It sounds great.
Hey, well, we appreciate
Thank you. I
you.
appreciate you guys.
All right. Thank you. Talk to you later. Send us a message.
Yes, sir. Have a good day.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
All right. So, hey, we have a winner. It was Jessica.
Jessica, is going to be able to win those tickets. We're going to give her those weekend passes so that she can go both days, Fridays and Saturdays. So if you're calling already again,
We'll give her the option. Maybe she can only go one because she said something about getting a babysitter. So if that's so, we'll see. She'll have
message
first
her
pick.
back. Yes.
Yeah, and then we'll go from there. So, hey, what's up? Good morning, Ronaldo. I see you watching. He said, give me the tickets. You know what, Ronaldo? If the Rockets would have won last night, I probably would just give you the tickets. But my heart was broken, when you stay up till like midnight to watch a game and then you can't go to sleep till like 1 o'clock because you stayed up to watch the game. Either way, win or lose, I probably wouldn't have been able to go to sleep.
Man,
it's a heartbreak.
Our phone is going to be ringing off the hook now, Gardy.
I mean, I goofed, huh?
It's good. I like it.
Someone's calling now. Hopefully they'll just leave voicemails. Who's ever called KHEA Radio's phone number before? It's me, and I recorded a voicemail like a year and a half ago, and I don't even remember what it said. I called it the other day to try and mess with Curt, and he didn't answer, but I'd heard the voicemail, and I was like, wow. Interesting. I sound like that? No. I know what I sound like because we do a lot of videos. Speaking of videos, that Benito's video dropped yesterday morning. Man, some people are excited about that.
Winning tickets. Yeah, winning some of those gift cards.
The other thing that was really exciting about the Benito's giveaway is we looked in this drawer over here, which we have some gift cards that we keep, and we found 2 extra $25 gift cards to Benito. So at first we had 1, and now we have 3. We looked in the stash, and I don't even know how they got there. I think it was God for this moment, but either way.
Yeah, that is our a video that we dropped
through
yesterday on our Facebook page. So if you wanted some free tacos, now's your chance to go do that. You know what I think that is the best part about us?
Yes. Your hair?
Giving away these tickets
And my teeth.
Giving away the tickets through the phone is people are going to stand by just in case we do it again.
That's possible. I mean, we can give away all kinds of stuff. The thing that I like about these is they gave us like 20. They gave us about 20 of these, so we can still pick winners from our Facebook stream. We can show. Did you just swish Bang Energy drink in your mouth like it was mouthwash?
Did you hear it in the mic?
Okay, first, yes, of course I heard it in the mic. Can we talk about your morning routine this morning?
No, let's not.
You don't want to?
No, because it was bad.
Okay.
Okay. I woke up at 8:08.
Kurt Casper said he woke up at 8:08. We're supposed to be on air at 8:30.
Dang.
So he rolls in actually about the same time he normally does every day, which is kind of surprised because
No,
you always
today
say, like,
was-
I wake up at 6 o'clock.
Today
And I'm like,
was-
no, you don't.
Today was 8:25 by the time I walked in.
You
If
usually
we're
show
being
up
honest.
at 8:24.
No,
You usually show
no,
up
it's
at-
not. It's 8:15 at
So
the
my
latest.
question is,
Okay.
did you brush your teeth, yes or no, this morning? Did
Yes.
You? Okay.
And I also used mouthwash because I was mouthwashing as I was leaving the house.
Did you? Are you counting mouthwashing as Bang Energy drink? That's what I'm wondering. Because if you're just like, oh, I got this nasty taste in my mouth. I'm gonna have this peach mango switched around so that my breath is like bearable. So you use real mouthwash?
Yes, I
Not
use
Bang.
weird mouthwash. But you know what? I feel like if you're not banging mouthwash, I don't know what it is. I feel like Bang's missing out on a flavor of a drink.
Mouthwash?
Mouthwash.
Yeah. Spearmint.
Hey, Jazz says boo. I just called and no one answered. That's because we gave away the tickets.
Yeah. Sorry.
We had the winner.
Hey, but we have more. There's other opportunities for you to win, Jazz. Just post that music emoji, which I see. Let me see if you've done that. She also said, I love I need tacos. I feel that. I was typing music earlier, and this pops up, and then I was trying to think of other instruments. Ooh, I'm gonna see if there's a drum emoji. So I'm gonna type in drum, and there is. So I'm gonna count it. You can do that. Yeah. So you woke up 8:08. You rolled in the door. We're ready to go. It doesn't take much for us to get set up, and of course we prepped for that 5 minutes. We prepped from 8:25 to 8:30, and we're good to go. Actually dealt with an issue. Got our stream from our website back up and going. We're back on the TuneIn app. There's all kinds of things going on right now. What a fun day.
Yeah, today's going to be a great day. Anthony texted me from the arms room, and he is stuck in traffic. Is there traffic on the way to the radio station? Like, where is...
Everybody's trying to get to KHEA radio. They heard that the phone lines were open.
I feel like...
and it just caused the traffic.
I am the king of excuses. Right?
Oh,
like,
yeah.
If we had a king of excuses, if we had like a listener award for excuses, I would win that award.
Yeah,
what did you call it the other day? The Rampies.
The Rampies.
The Rampies. If I won a Rampy, it would be for excuses.
The most excuses and the worst excuses.
I feel like being stuck in traffic in Lamarck has to be one of the biggest.
Okay. Excuse in the world?
Yes.
It's possible. And we just got a text from Colleen Merritt, who's with the city of Lamarck, and she said, and it could be Shine on Lamarck that's causing these traffic jams. She said that we could turn on the cross-posting for the Shine video.
Do you want me to do that now or wait until after our show? Because I can do it right now.
How long does it take? 2 seconds? Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
I'm going to say, okay, exclamation point.
Doing it now.
Shine on Lamarck is potentially causing traffic jams in Lamarck where our guests are not able to get to the studio. I think that's okay. Also, people are probably excited about the Benito's giveaway, which I'm excited about too. So we are giving away 3 gift cards, and that's through our Facebook page as well. We have about a minute left, and then we're going to go on to the FM. But there's a lot going on, including the pandemonium, the lateness of Curt Casper this morning, and it was the drama. Also, the cameras were left on last night. Would anybody be interested to see a 24-hour stream of this room? Do you think anybody would be interested in that?
No way.
No? Because the cameras were left on, we just needed to leave this piece of equipment on, and we could definitely just stream this room 24 hours.
How much time do I got? 30 seconds?
You got 32 seconds. And cross-posting will hopefully be turned on. Yeah. So our station is in Lamarck, Texas, 601 Delaney Road, right across the street from Delaney Cove, right behind the Gulfway Plaza in beautiful Lamarck. So we got 11, 10. Curt, you goofed. You said 2 seconds. Do y'all like this camera shot with Curt in the background? Should I roll him over with my chair? I didn't like it.
No.
No, okay. We're giving away some tickets to the League City Music Fest barbecue cook-off. It's taking place this weekend. We're supposed to be doing our show out there on Friday. We just need to sew up a couple details, making sure we have a spot where we're going to be, making sure we have internet, and that's pretty much all we need. So if you have an event, and we get reached out to a lot, and we appreciate that, we just got to make sure we schedule stuff in advance. If you want us to be at an event, we may be able to go out there. We may be able to do our show from there. Really, all we need is internet and a space. So if you have an event that's positive, if you have an event at your business, if you have something going on that you want us to come and check out, maybe share with the community, or you want to come into studio, let us know. You can send us a message right here on Facebook, or send us an email, KHEA@KHEAradio.com, or there's that phone number that Jazz tried calling earlier. There's the phone number that Jessica won the League City Music Festival passes to. That's 346-704-1806. You can text that. You can call it. If I were you, what I would do is just save it in my phone as KHEA, and then you can just hit it. It actually rings my phone. It rings Curt's phone. The text messages go to both of our phones as well. So it's easy. It's easy to do. And now we have 3 minutes. Did we get it cross-posted?
Yeah, cross-posting is done. Jessica has texted in, so we're all good to go on that end.
Awesome. But you can still win. And I see Kelly. She just went ahead and left her music emoji. Not just one. Not 2, not 3. She left 4. She left the microphone, the headphones. It looks like it's a piano. And then there's the staff. And that's what's up. And then Reba earlier, she added most of those except she put the guitar instead of the music staff, and she put quarter notes. So,
Jazz, I was on your side But then you said yes, roll him over? Come on. I see that comment there.
Oh, yeah. Kurt, you're not supposed to read comments whenever you're not. You have to read them live, like one at a time, because they may be taken out of context. She may have been talking about you missed what I was saying. I was talking about, roll him over. It was like a person.
The roly-polies.
Yeah, the roly-poly.
Yeah.
Roly-poly him over.
Roly-poly-olies. I feel like Anthony is standing us up a little bit.
Or he just woke up too. Like, you woke up at 8:08 to get here, and he was like 8:35, and he was like, oh, man, I'm supposed to be on KHEA like right now. And he's like, oh, I'm in traffic. I'm surprised you haven't tried that one yet. Even that's not going to work. Like, Kurt lives like 3 miles away from KHEA radio, and I could see you doing that. Gardy, I'm stuck in traffic, which whenever they redo I-45 down here may be a valid excuse.
Right.
But I'm stuck in traffic, Gardy. Like, I can't get over I-45, the overpass.
How far away does Anthony live?
I don't know.
I thought I understood it correctly that he lived in like League City, not like Houston. Because at 8:41 he said about to head that way. That was 30 minutes ago.
Hey, Stephanie, his wife, said dude was up at 4:30 at the gym. So he didn't just wake up, unless he went to the gym at 4:30, and that's kind of early. I would need a nap before work. So maybe he fell back asleep.
He said walking in, because I said, man, bad traffic? ? LOL.
There may be traffic in the hallway.
Miss Joanne. She's blocking everybody.
You can't go.
You can't go.
No
Don't
passing,
enter.
so. Yeah. Well, shout out to him. I wasn't up at 4:30 at the gym, and you weren't even up at 7:30.
He does have to go. If he was at the arms room, he does have to go to 96, make a loop around, come back this way. I will give him that.
That is real traffic. Hello.
Does he know that we're talking about him?
No, we don't. We've never talked about him. All good things, right? Right. So here we go. We are going to be talking about the Arms Room Academy. Man, that Lamarck traffic is a killer. It wasn't Lamarck. What are you doing? The Lamarck traffic will get you every time. Oh, the League City traffic. So we're giving away some passes to the League City
To the left.
Music Festival and Barbecue Cook-Off. It's taking place this weekend. Have you ever been to one of those?
I have.
How was it?
Good, I guess. I'm all like frustrated.
You trying to get into the zone?
Yeah.
I understand.
Let's take a minute to breathe.
I told her this is why I yell at them when they're late, because it drives me crazy. By the way, this is Kayla. She said she's not talking on the radio, so any questions y'all have for me, direct straight to her.
She's sitting in the main mic position.
She is.
Am I?
Yes, I'm not dumb. I know where to move.
Wow, thanks.
Yeah,
Thanks for
and
that.
she's real happy about the cameras and everything, so make sure you don't put her on there.
We don't have cameras. Where's the cameras? You don't even know where the
No
camera is.
She watches y'all show.
Oh, man.
There's
I do.
Kayla, do you share it every day?
I don't share it every day. but
Then you're not a true listener.
heard
I'm
that.
just kidding. I'm kidding.
Ever.
I'm kidding.
I saw your post this morning. It was about your gun. It said something about a Glock.
Oh, yeah.
Had some of the rounds or bullets and some ammunition. And then it was focusing on the Arms Room Academy. Because something is special today, right?
Yeah. So this week we are doing our graduation week. So all the employees that have been participating are actually going to be graduating. So we were doing the course of fire today.
Awesome. And what is the course of fire, like a final test?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How long is the test? It touches on everything that y'all learned?
Yeah, it was 32 rounds. So yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That is cool. We had the opportunity to go out there. Kurt got, demolished too. He was stabbed. It's a marker, and it's a. What's the best way to describe that? Is it like a test? Is it a?
I mean, they simulate, stabbing.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Unfortunately, we can't use real knives, so.
Yeah.
Because we would miss the Kurt. Real quick, I've got to bring something up. We're on the drive here, and Kayla says that, y'all know who Tenacious D is?
Yeah.
Says that Kurt reminds her mother or her of Kyle Gass, the other singer.
Not the
Not Jack
good one?
Black. Not Jack Black. Not the good.
Hey, I see that.
No, that's not. I mean, Kurt has hair again. That guy doesn't have hair, and he's kind of chunky. Kurt's not.
Well, he's kind of. I mean, we could all be in better shape if we're being honest. Does that make me Jack Black? Because I'm cool with that.
No. I mean, y'all, I guess if Curt looks like him, then you look like Jack Black.
No,
I don't know.
it's not looking.
I don't-
He sounds
Kayla,
like
you
him.
said he looked, and
okay,
then she was
and then
like,
I looked up the
"Well."
pictures, and I was like, wait, no, he definitely sounds like him.
Look
but
at
he
Kurt's
doesn't
face.
Look like him.
He
I
wants
put
to be
it on
Jack
my
Black.
camera just for this reaction.
He wants to be Jack Black. All right, back to the training. Sorry, I had a
I'm more
spill
look
her
like
beans.
Toby Mac than Jack Black.
Nah.
Like, eat a lot of Big Macs. What other Macs are there? You probably don't like Big Macs. You're very particular about your
No,
fast food.
Big Macs. Ugh. Ugh. I only
that
eat
sauce.
at Burger Nation NASA.
Heard that.
There you go.
Good plug.
So we got 20 seconds.
See, it's the next commercial.
Actually, we may just play this Burger Nation
Play-
NASA spot
Play it
for everybody. I'm gonna duck this out so that way this next one will come in.
Peanut butter, jelly, bacon, cheddar cheese, and jalapenos. The ingredients of the KHEA Kickstart
The
burger.
best burger.
Now available at Burger Nation.
Boom! Get you the Kickstart burger at Burger Nation.
I wanted to hear the whole spot.
It's that voice. He sounds like the guy from Tenacious D, so it just gets. I can't stop hearing it now.
5
So
seconds.
Here we go. I got it, Kurt. I got you. Here we go. Good morning. You're listening to KHEA Radio 99.5 FM. This is Kickstart. I'm Gardy.
And I'm Curt.
It's 9:17. Shout out to Burger Nation NASA and the Kickstart Burger. Now available right there across the street from NASA and across the street from the Golden Arches right there. You can check out Burger Nation NASA. They're a supporter of KHEA Radio. Tell them, go demand. Go get you a Kickstart Burger and support local business.
Yeah, that Kickstart burger is a bacon, peanut butter, and jelly and cheddar cheese burger. Order it.
Have you had
won't
the
be
keto burger
disappointed.
yet?
The keto
Yes.
burger is
Yeah.
good.
So-
With the cheese crisp?
Whew,
It's good stuff.
that's the money.
Anthony, you went and worked out at 4:30 a.m. this morning. Is
I
that
did.
true or false?
That's true.
Dude, how you doing that? How are you awake right now?
Because I was late and I'm just speeding everywhere. No, I do it almost every morning, and then I go in it in the evenings too. So
Yeah. So double 2 a
I
days.
try to. Yeah,
Man, where do you find that motivation to work out and get up? It's not
I'm an
easy.
early bird, super early bird. I like to go to bed early though.
How early are we talking?
As soon as we put my son down.
Really?
So 10 o'clock usually is
Okay.
when I'm trying to go to sleep.
So you're not staying up to watch the Rockets game like I did, and then like upset, and
No.
then like can't go to sleep after.
I don't watch basketball.
Well,
Baseball.
life may be
There's
better.
that. What? I've got a pretty good life. I mean, I know you guys.
Yeah.
I know the guy from Tenacious D, so I'm happy.
No, I was saying my life may be better if I wasn't a basketball fan right
Yeah.
now,
Yeah.
because then I'd have
They're
went
0-2
to sleep.
from what I read.
That is true, but I think I still have faith, and I was trying to tell Kurt like I still think they can turn things around. But we're excited to have you in here today. You got your cool Arms Room shirt on.
Yep.
Usually have the hat and some other stuff because you wear a lot of hats.
I wear lots of hats.
Oh, man.
You missed out on an opportunity to suck up today.
I did.
Is that him?
Yeah.
Your hair looks good, though.
I was looking for it this morning, too, and I couldn't find it. So I was like, I'll go do my hair really fast. I had like 1 second to do it and get out the door before I was
Could have
running
been late like us.
Well,
There's that.
I kind of was. It was 25 minutes past the time I was supposed to be here. It's like somebody else.
yeah. So y'all are stuck in traffic. Y'all had a really big day at the Arms Room this morning because the staff has been going through the brand new Arms Room Academy. So it was like the graduation, like the final push. The staff is done, right?
We finished Friday evening. Everybody's invited, actually. We finished Friday evening, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m.
Okay, cool. And so this morning, it's done. Is it open to the public now that the staff is through?
We're doing our free week of training. We did our free week Monday, and about 6 people showed up. and
Awesome.
you can still show up Wednesday and Friday.
Cool. If somebody's never heard or experienced the Arms Room Academy, what can they expect if they go check it out?
You want me to do this
You
one?
got
So
that
I
one.
don't do it. I watch them do it, but it's a combination of things. It's a combination of self-defense, firearms, situational awareness, education. I mean, there is a lot involved in it. Spencer has done an amazing job creating this curriculum, and it's really cool.
How is Spencer doing? Is he good?
He's good. He's tired.
Oh, I bet. Well, he's probably been putting in a lot of work.
This is his baby right now.
Yeah.
And then between his family and this, he is nonstop.
Yeah.
Yep.
Cool. So whenever you mention all of those, like, I'm going to call them pillars, like the different things. Like situational awareness is the one that kind of sticks out to me. And whenever me and Curt went and trained and kind of did a little drill, that's kind of what they touched on a little bit.
That's a big part in it, though. I mean, that if you have situational awareness, you're more than likely not going to be attacked, in my opinion, because your head's on the swivel. You're looking everywhere. And that's kind of what they're training there. That's what we train a lot, even before we started doing the academy. It's an important thing.
I'm going to share a story that happened this morning on the way to work.
Was it traffic in League City because they don't have an on-ramp between 45 or 646 and 517?
A little bit related because I had to start.
I'm not mad or anything.
I had to start taking a different route to work because of all of the construction. I can't take I-45 anymore. I used to get to I-45 and go south. So I've been taking these different routes, seeing what works best at different times that I leave. So I have my son on the way to school. He's 6 years old. And I was going to stop at the gas station to get a drink. I pull up to this gas station, which I've been to a couple times before, but I'm not too familiar with the people who own it. Like, a lot of times, if you go somewhere, they know your name and everything else. Everyone's around. So I pull up to the gas station. I stay in my car, and I say something to my son like, hey, we're going to run in real quick. We're going to run out. There's a guy that's at the front of the gas station, and he looks like he's seen some better days, and he's, like, staring at me in my car, just, like, kind of looking around or whatever, and he's kind of at the front door. And so I'm waiting, saying some more stuff to my son. I'm kind of waiting to see what he does. He goes in. Another guy comes out. And is like has the door open, and he's kind of just like looking at my car too. And they aren't employees there; they're just like random people in the community. And so I was trying to wheel and deal with my son because he doesn't like to stop and get out. He's like, "Oh, I don't want to stop. I want to go to school because I want to eat breakfast and do all this other stuff." And so I was like, "Okay, you know what? It's just weird." You know what I mean? I was like, and I feel like that's a little bit of situational awareness.
If you get a weird vibe, move.
Yeah. So I put my car in reverse, boom, and I said, let's just take you to school, and got him there. And then I went to Texaco, which is right across the street, and I know the guy who owns it. Every day there's these people that are out in the front. They probably recognize us as well whenever we go. You go in, talk to the same people. He's like, hey, Gardy, what's up? So it was just like a weird little feeling. And sometimes people aren't aware of that, or and that can be a cause of some issues, right?
Oblivious to the world is what it is. I mean, some people just think, oh, nothing's going to happen to me. And not saying anything was going to happen to you this morning, but you got a weird vibe. You're not used to that location. Move on, go to somewhere you're used to.
Yeah.
One of the things that I thought was interesting when we went and did the Arms Room Academy, we actually went and did some tests. And for me, I watched Gardy get attacked, right? And so I'm the second person up. I'm like, you know what? I got this. I can handle this. And I was able, he was sitting down, and he got up and started walking to me and was like, hey, Curt, how's it going? And then all of a sudden ran at me and attacked me with the Sharpie. And there was nothing else I could do.
Yeah. I guess all you can do is let your instincts kick in, but if you don't have those instincts created through training and different scenarios, then you're not going to know what to do if something ever happens.
He did this cool thing. It was a shooting scenario. No, it wasn't. It was a knife scenario. And he's running up on people, kind of the same thing, running up on people, and just runs right past Kayla.
Yeah.
Like he was just jogging.
Kayla pulled, it wasn't the knife, it was the gun. Kayla pulls her gun. And he was just jogging past. I mean, it's all perspective. I mean, you don't know what's about to happen, so you just have to keep that head on the swivel.
I saw a video of some training the other day, and it looked like it was like police training, but there was an instructor, and there was about 3 or 4 people shooting, and you've probably seen this.
Yeah, no.
What in the world was that?
Stupid is what it is.
So the guy's going back and forth, and he's jogging and going in front of the targets. But I understand the idea of what he was trying to train, like, hey, you always have to be careful, but it's like, dude.
But they're using live ammunition, for one.
You could kill that person.
100%.
That's not bright training, even for professionals. Especially for professionals.
We made jokes this morning. I was like, oh, is this what y'all are doing? It was talking about the same thing. But no, I mean, that is, it's dumb. There's a lot of bad trainers out there.
Yeah.
A lot of bad trainers.
And everything that y'all do is, 100% safe. It's overseen. And, it's been tested by the staff.
Yeah, we'd rather lose our staff than our customers.
Kayla, how do you feel about that?
I love it.
Yeah. Well, I think you really love your job.
I really do.
Yeah, and I can tell, when we go in and talk to you, and I can tell whenever you post on social media about the Arms Room and the Academy that you really have a passion for what you do. Did you always grow up, shooting for sport or for fun?
Kayla
I knew
still don't
nothing
shoot.
about guns until I came into the Arms Room.
Really?
I had my interview. They're like, "Why do you want to work here?" I'm like,
I need a job.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's pretty much what it was.
Yeah.
That's funny how that happens sometimes. I've seen memes like that. It's like, so tell me why. It's like, well, I really like eating. I really like to be able to pay rent and have somewhere to sleep. And then you found out that, hey, this is fun.
Yeah.
Is it like a family there? It feels like it is.
It
It
is.
is, yeah.
You don't want to leave. Like, that's what happens with all of us. You
Mm-hmm.
you love each other,
She's usually
so
not
you don't
this
want to
nice.
leave.
So
Whatever.
She's mean to me.
It's true. I'm mean behind closed doors.
That's part of being the
You
family,
gotta
though.
be mean though, because it's all boys up there.
Yeah.
It's not.
The girls gotta
It
be
is
mean.
not.
There's like 4 girls.
It's a lot of
There's
girls.
like 20 guys. We
Yeah.
gotta team up.
How many people are going to be instructing with the Arms Room Academy?
2.
2 instructors.
Yeah, there's Spencer's your main. Jeff will be there. And then these guys will be there, assisting. They won't be instructing, but they will be assisting Spencer because they've been through it. So, I mean, you're going to have a lot of people helping.
We also went and filmed and did a little spotlight on you guys, showing the day y'all were doing. Is it like hand-to-hand?
Bull in the ring.
Okay, bull in the ring. So that has nothing to do with weapons, but it's more of, hey, protecting yourself.
Self-defense.
Yeah.
You can't always get to a firearm.
Yeah. And so if somebody comes up to you, that's important too, to be able to just like fend them off. And like, what was the purpose of what y'all were doing that day?
So we were doing the sparring.
Mm-hmm.
So that's important because, like I said, you can't always get to a gun. A gun isn't always your best option in a self-defense situation. So it's always good to, if you get in a fight, know how to fight. But the main goal is to just get out of the fight.
Yeah.
And get away. But if you do have to fight, you need to know how to do it.
Is a fight always fair?
No.
It may never be fair, actually,
Yeah.
right?
They do de-escalation too. So, I mean, they're not just teaching you to fight. They're teaching you to talk also. So, that's
Yeah.
another.
I feel like it gets to the point in any fight, whether you're wrestling for fun, where it's like, okay, you just hug it out at the end because it's like, man, we're so tired. We were really mad at the beginning, but I'm exhausted now. So can't we just be friends? Like in football, I remember that happening. Like you get into disagreement, and it's like, then coach would be like, all right, 2 guys, pretty much bull in the ring. Just get up,
Start
go at
hitting.
each other, go at each other, and then at the end, you're just hugging it out. So right now, and earlier, we were taking a look at some video of that training, where it's not necessarily a fair fight. There's one of the girls that works there, and then it's Spencer's brother, going at each other. But that may be a scenario in real life,
Yeah, I mean, you got to think, who are they going to attack, me or Kayla?
right? Kurt.
They're going to go after Kayla.
They're gonna go
They're
out.
going after Kurt.
In
Yeah.
a fight between them, yeah, they're coming after me somehow. Somehow between those two, Gardy.
They're like, he's
Curt.
packing, and I can see a taser. She's packing. This guy looks like the dude from Tenacious D. I'm sorry, Kurt. That's a compliment. He's famous.
And he's got lots of money.
Oh, yeah, and a beautiful
Does he,
voice,
though?
successful
I mean,
band. I mean, he has
maybe,
money.
Yeah, he's got money.
It's relative. A lot is
Lots or
relative.
little, whatever.
Do you have
He's
any
got
thoughts, Kurt?
love in his heart. How about that?
Kurt, you have love in your heart.
I have love in my, I got the joy down in my heart.
Where?
In your heart. Okay. So we're talking about the Arms Room Academy. Also on that day that we went and trained, Kurt was like, I am not getting in there. I'm not putting on the gloves. I don't want to do that. It was early for him. It was early for me too. And I think even for y'all.
It was 7:00.
No, they're there. They get there at 6:30.
Yeah.
6:30, and I come from Pearland, so
Man.
that's dedication.
Then we hear it every day.
Oh, yeah, they do.
I'm so tired. Yeah.
But
What?
why didn't you want to get in the ring?
Because
His face
I was
is his
tired.
moneymaker.
Yeah, my face is my moneymaker. And that mask looked super uncomfortable.
It was pretty tight.
Got to be. You don't
But
want
you
it to
gotta
move
come in
around.
the ring next time. You gotta do it to check it off the bucket list.
Okay, here's something that Kurt had said he was going to do earlier, and we talked about this the
Was
other
it the
day.
boxing?
The boxing match.
He made one training.
He trained one time. So he made a video saying like, "Hey, I'm going to be boxing later this year." I was like, "Curt, are you sure?" He's like, "Oh yeah, I'm good at this. I can do this." And you still
I
can.
never had time to train. It's a lot to train.
But summer's coming up. This summer he's making his debut, and I'm just curious if we should hold him to that, or we give him grace and
I say
say,
hold him to it.
I think we should make him join the academy for 13 weeks.
I don't have time.
You have time.
I don't
I think
have
you have
time.
excuses is what you have.
Look at there.
he has time. Yeah, you have time at 6:30 in the morning.
Well, actually, whenever it's open to the public, it's going to be 6 p.m. to 8 p.m.
Okay.
Yeah, that's definitely not happening.
But, Curt, do you have 13 weeks, or do you have one day to step in the ring and get that match going?
We can look at the calendar.
Okay.
That means no.
I'm excited. I want to see if people. We're gonna have to make another video. Go back to Texas Striking Academy and Lamarck and freshen up. I want to see the owner there. He'd be like, "Well,
You know what?
Where have
the
you been?
Funniest thing though is if we showed up and the guy's like, "Yeah, he's been training this whole time. He just hasn't told you." Wouldn't that be hilarious? I think that would be hilarious.
He would tell you to get your money back.
Curt, I eat with you a lot. I don't know any training regimen. If not, I want to be on that one. I need to be on that training regimen. But
You said that the other day too.
I was like, man, I want to be on your cleanse. And you're like, what are you talking about? I was like, I want to be on like the enchilada taco cleanse. This is the best diet ever.
From what it looks like y'all are, though.
We are pretty much, but he was like, I'm starting my cleanse, Gardy. I'm like, okay. And then like later that day, we were eating tacos at Benito. It was like off the buffet, and I'm like, this is the best.
I'm good with that. It's a good workout, good cleanse.
It's all a mindset.
It is.
It's a mindset.
You got to get ready for it.
It's 9:33. This is KHEA Radio, 99.5 FM. This is Kickstart. We're going to take a quick break over the FM. We're going to keep it going on Facebook. If you're watching on Facebook, feel free to share this video out. If you have any questions about the Arms Room Academy, feel free to let us know. Ask those questions. We'll get them answered. This is KHEA Radio, 99.5 FM. Coming up next is Elevation. Boop, 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 boop.
Okay, so I have to ask this question because it was texted to us. Did
Okay.
you see this?
Not yet.
It says adults hate, in all caps, the word learn. So please don't use that in a post.
Okay.
Is that true?
No, I mean, I'm all about learning things.
Learn how to blah, blah, blah. Learn how to.
Yeah.
Don't use it?
I think it depends. That's probably a scary word
Have
for
that
some
person.
people.
Why, yeah, ask them why. I mean, you're learning.
Some people don't want to learn.
Yeah, some people know it all.
I
Like
don't-
you know everything, right?
Think of-
Well, that's true, but
Imagine telling somebody, I've been shooting guns my whole life, and you're like, hey, you can come learn at the Arms Room Academy, and they're like, there's nothing that person can teach me that I don't know
the thing
already.
is, what we do is we ask them to join us. We'll let you come in. We're going to let you come in for free and show us because we can teach you more. You don't know everything.
And if you do know everything, well, we want some of that too.
Yeah,
so.
teach us.
Then be a teacher
Yep.
to the unexperienced. I like it. I wonder, I'm trying to think of some other scenarios. Like, if somebody told Curt, like, hey, you need to come learn, I'm going to teach you video editing. It may be seen as, I could see how you could take that one way or another depending on the way that you relay it. So it all comes, I guess, like context and how you deliver a message.
I want to know, Facebook, what do you think? If the word learn was in a post, would you get upset?
Not upset. I mean, a Facebook post is nothing really to get upset about, although there are some upsetting posts out there.
Traffic, that's what you get upset about.
Traffic, that's a legit
Educate
thing.
You are
yourself.
so mad.
Yes.
Educate yourself.
That's even worse, but that's the same thing.
Robin said, educate yourself.
You need to educate yourself.
LOL. Just educate. That's funny.
Yeah.
I love it.
All right, we'll start using educate then. We'll probably still use learn.
Do I even use learn?
Use learnt
Learn
with the T on the end.
I like learned.
I'm good with
Let
that.
me learn
Dig it.
you
Let me learn
something.
you something.
Shout out to Robin and Axe Masters. Have y'all been to Axe Masters in League City yet?
Have
Oh,
not.
I want to go.
Go
so
throw
bad.
some axes.
Have not. We should work something where they can throw bullets and we'll throw axes.
I'm pretty sure they would be down.
I'm sure I'm down.
I feel like that would be a fun date night. I really want to do that for a date night.
Yeah, they have a lot of like guys' night out, girls' night out.
If Tanky Bear's listening, Tanky Bear, make it happen. That's
He
your
probably
boyfriend.
is.
Tanky
Oh,
Bear.
Tay, is that your boyfriend?
He
Yeah.
hates his name. That's why we
Is
call
that
him
his
that.
last name?
No.
His nickname?
Yep.
I was like, is that his real name?
It's his nickname. He hates it.
Tanky Bear?
Tanky
So
Bear.
his real nickname is Tank, but he turned it into Tanky Bear, and I'm just rolling with that because I hate the name Tank.
Is
Yeah.
Tank his real name?
No, his name
Okay.
is Josh.
He gave himself the nickname.
That's the best. Like the nicknames you
it's
give
not.
yourself.
It's terrible.
So, Tanky Bear it is. Take her to Axe Masters, buddy.
Axe Masters. Go throw some axes.
Yep.
Hobbs Road.
What
League City.
did I say yesterday? Oh, okay. I remember. I mentioned Axe Masters yesterday.
I thought you were going to
At
bring
the-
up baby cakes. Keep going.
Axe Masters, I brought it up yesterday because I was like, man, the guys group here at this church should go and throw some axes. And then the ladies were like, why is that a guy thing? We need to have ladies' night. I was like, you guys get Mother's Day. Give us axes. Come on.
We get Father's Day.
I saw Rob.
There's the trade-off.
Robin had said something earlier on Facebook. She said, I love the looks, or like the looks that I get whenever I go buy axes. Like, can you imagine rolling up to somewhere and be like, I need 30 axes.
Yeah.
And you have like a cart
At Home
full.
Depot.
Yeah, and
Man,
everybody's
what are
like,
you doing? Don't question, please.
Or just like hand him a card. Just like throwing cards, or like have a sign on that says like Axe Masters, like one of those sandwich board signs or something. So that way people just know, oh, okay.
Don't put a target.
It's not weird, like tarps.
Yeah.
And tarps and axes.
30 tarps.
Mm-hmm.
So we do have something cool going on this weekend.
What's going on?
Oh, yeah, that's the whole
It's
point that you
Kayla.
came in here.
No, I came in here to see you guys because I haven't seen you in a while. Is that your next guest? Are they on time? That must be nice.
That is correct.
They're 23 minutes
Guys,
early.
I have been here a lot. Never been late. Calm down.
You know what? It's the most recent thing in our memory.
Trust me, it's still boom.
I'm
right
kind of
there.
excited that you were late because I get to hold that over your head.
It was. I mean,
Well, technically, you were late, too, on your
Yeah,
first
thank
time.
you.
That's not my fault. He doesn't know how to drive. So.
she was like, "Please don't kill me." I'm like, no guarantees. So no, this weekend we've got our CZ and Springfield rep, which we've done in the past, but we're also offering for $10, $10 whole dollars. You get to shoot, you get ammo, you get targets, and you get crawfish.
What? That's awesome. Y'all have crawfish. Who's cooking the crawfish?
Joseph is one of our employees.
Does he know what he's doing?
He does. His wife
Awesome.
is actually the head chef at some seafood restaurant, some like schwanky seafood restaurant, and I guess she's taught him everything.
That's
Chase
cool.
is doing it too, and he's a
And
master
yeah,
boiler.
Chase.
so-
Yeah, he gave himself a title.
Tanky Bear.
No.
Like-
Chase is one of our managers over there, but he gave himself this title. He'll say it wasn't him that gave it to him, but he worked at a crawfish place. But no, it's pretty cool. It's exciting. They're going to do demos with the Academy. We'll probably have close to 70, 80 different guns to shoot. $10, man. You can't really beat that.
Did
in
you say
crawfish.
CZ as well?
Uh-huh.
As Springfield? Is that just another
CZ,
brand?
yeah, CZ is another manufacturer. Springfield's going to be there. They're bringing some other guns. Some other manufacturers are going to be in. All kinds of giveaways.
Yeah.
And they're going to be drawing for our free.
You excited, Kurt? Why? What's going on over
What are you
there?
excited about?
Giveaways!
Please don't do that.
Do it. Please do it.
Then you're gonna have to pick them up. You know,
I
it
say
always
do it.
seems like it's a good idea, and then it's like, oh,
No,
I
it's
gotta clean
the
it up.
worst.
I would let the intern do it, but I noticed they're not here again.
no intern today.
You know, I did have a conversation yesterday.
Ethan's in Kentucky.
We got approval to start a KHEA internship program. It's going to be like a 6-8 week program that we're rolling out.
Are they going to learn anything?
No.
I mean,
They're
I
still
interned
young
on
enough.
radios, and I didn't learn much. It's mostly, hey, go grab me this, or
Well, for us, I feel like it's different because we've asked, like intern Ethan, and we had intern Crystal, who's like moved up and out, and now she got hired on here and is working in different programs. But we asked him, like, did y'all learn anything? And they say, yeah, they feel like they did.
they're
And
being nice.
Well, maybe so, but I feel like Crystal would definitely tell us the truth. 100%. She would tell us the truth. And Ethan, he's so nice that he would probably say, like, yeah, I learned stuff. But he did say this. He said, I feel like I could go work at other radio stations and like and hold my own, like know at least my way around this stuff, which is kind of cool for him to have that confidence which other places do stuff totally different than we do. So you would have to be retaught everything, but
Yeah, but he still knows the most of it.
so that's exciting. And so we have intern Jennifer, who has started with us as well. So right now we have Ethan and Jennifer, but Ethan's in Kentucky.
Dang,
at a
Ethan.
camp.
Last time he was at the dentist.
It's always
He
something
makes
with
an
him.
excuse. I say cut that pay.
He's gonna have to start paying us.
Yep. Sorry, Ethan.
Now we love Ethan and Jennifer. She's awesome too. The interesting thing about them is they're both homeschooled in high school, so their schedule's flexible, and as long as their parents and program like it works, but we aren't able to like. They can only do as much as they can do, and still do their schoolwork and still have their parents be okay with it. But it's the end of the school year, and if anybody's listening and is interested in interning with us, let us know. Maybe you're a college student. Maybe you just are interested to see if this is something for you. You want to learn how to do, blogging, broadcasting, any kind of podcasting. Maybe you want to work at a radio station.
So be Kurt's assistant.
Kurt needs some assistance.
It basically is Kurt's assistant
We
when
know.
you look at it.
We know.
Dang. But yeah, you're interning. So we have a new internship program. We just rolled out some of the features of that. We got approval yesterday. So yeah, we're going to do a 4, 6, and 8 week program where you get a chance to learn with us.
The only thing about that is it means that it's over. Like a 4-week, 6-week, and an 8-week program. But like, what if we just want them to intern
Be like, hey,
indefinitely?
can y'all just stay with us, please?
Yeah, just come and hang out as
You
long
don't need
as
to
they
go to school.
Yeah, like school, you can learn stuff here in the real world, right?
Right?
Kurt went to school.
Look at him.
Look where that got him. It's possible.
Co-host of the morning show.
He's
I don't know what to say to that. Like,
It's
is it
true.
an insult or do I agree
Compliment.
with it?
It's a compliment.
Compliment.
At least
Hey.
you're not out there on the news beat doing things you don't want to do.
he always does stuff he doesn't want to do.
That's
There's
true. Gardy.
Like come to work.
25 minutes late.
when we go back on the FM, we'll talk about the crawfish thing this weekend as well, because I see some questions coming in.
Yeah, she has some other stuff too. Did you bring your book?
No, but I took a picture of it because I don't want to bring the whole book in.
Is it
there.
workbook for the program?
No, it's a workbook. Just she
It's a
keeps
spiral
notes.
that I make notes in.
Okay. Are y'all ready? We got 5 seconds. We can go on right now. Good morning. This is KHEA Radio 99.5 FM. This is Kickstart. Shout out to Legacy Collision, one of our partners here at KHEA. If you're listening on 99.5 FM or KHEAradio.com, or if you're like Thomas listening from Oklahoma on his Amazon Echo, you heard that spot. Shout out to them. They're partners here with KHEA Radio and make Kickstart possible. I'm Gardy,
And I'm Kurt.
and we're talking to the Arms Room.
I want to give, before we jump back into the arms room really fast, I want to give a shout out to Renee. Renee dropped a hey, and then music emoji, microphone emoji, music emoji. Hey, all you have to do in order to be eligible to win some of these League City Music Festival gift tickets, not gift cards.
Passes.
We usually give gift cards away, but passes to the League City Music Festival Friday and Saturday. All you have to do is drop a music emoji in the comments on our Facebook page. That's at KHEA Radio. If you're driving in your car, if you're listening at 99.5 FM, go to our Facebook page, drop that music emoji on this live video that we have up and running right now, and you will have a chance to win. We'll make those announcements later today. We got to get rid of all of these before Friday because the event is Friday and Saturday.
Yes. So we got Anthony. We got Kayla in studio from the Arms Room talking about an event that's taking place this Saturday, talking about the Arms Room Academy, which is brand new, just has been launched. So can you share one more time what event is taking place this Saturday? When is it?
So this Saturday we're doing Springfield and CZ Day. We're gonna have Springfield and CZ out demoing some of their new guns, some of their old stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's $5 to shoot. Then we're gonna have some crawfish, and we're gonna have a bunch of other stuff.
What time does it start that day?
10 o'clock.
10 o'clock? And does it go throughout the day, or how long does it
It'll
go?
go to about 5 or 6.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That sounds like a really good thing.
Depends when you run out of crawfish, I guess.
Yeah. So it's $5, and then the food's included, or is it another $5, or how does that go?
It's
$10.
another $5.
So $10
$10
total?
Yeah.
Get you everything.
Okay. And you're going to be able to see stuff that is like brand new and demo
yeah,
it
they'll
out
bring
and
out
check it
new
out?
stuff. Just different distributors. I mean, it's really cool because if you're in the market for something and you're like, well, I don't know if I want to buy this, who better to talk to the person about it than the rep for that company?
Yeah.
So
Whenever it comes to the Arms Room, is there something that y'all are kind of known for? admittedly, I don't know much about firearms. That's why I love talking to you guys about all this stuff because I just didn't grow up with them or around them, right? But I know stuff about like instruments. So when I think of like music stores, it's like, oh yeah, that's where Danny D's. That's where you can get these kind of, Guitar Center. That's where you can get these music stores. Is there something that y'all like specialize in, or that y'all kind of are known for? Like customer service, or we get the hard stuff, or
I feel that it's customer service.
Mm-hmm.
I have to say that because that's my sole job. But I mean, our background, our range, I mean, everything about us. We were the top 5. We were the first top 5-star range in Texas. So I mean,
is that as big as it gets?
Yes.
Wow.
There's more now, obviously.
Okay.
But I mean, that's just something. It's pretty cool to say that. Our range is state of the art. We're changing things all the time. Our education classes, where can we say learn?
Yeah.
Where you learn different things. I mean, we have so much to offer. Our staff is outstanding. I mean, so many different varieties of life just in our staff.
Mm-hmm.
From police, military, medical, all kinds of stuff. It's really cool. So just what we can bring to the table is kind of...
Yeah. Is that important to you guys to be able to, give jobs to those retired, police officers?
It is.
And stuff?
It is, yeah. I would say 80 to 90% of our staff was either military or police.
Yeah.
So.
I know Axe Masters, they just had like a first responders and day the other day where they were able to come out, and I can't remember, but Chris from Santa Fe Water Services, he had put like, hey, thank you guys for doing that. That's important to take care of these people, even people who go serve in the military and then they come home to have a job where they're pretty much an expert at, and have experience.
He was a first responder too. You don't talk about it, but he is.
Yeah, that's cool. Kurt, so that event Saturday, you're not that big of a fan of crawfish, but how about guns? You mix the two together. Does that make a good event for you?
Yeah, for me, of course. Not crawfish, though.
No, not crawfish.
I'm not
I
a
don't
big
like
fan of
crawfish
crawfish.
either.
No.
I don't like any seafood.
I want some, like,
we're
right
doing
now.
shrimp too, but I don't know how much. I know how much we're getting. I don't know how much.
It'll last.
Yeah, it's not that much, but mainly it's for me and the boss's wife
Yeah.
because we don't eat crawfish.
Oh, that's right.
We're spoiled.
Yeah.
But we got potatoes and corn and all the good fixings, so it'd be cool. It'll be fun, different,
Yeah. Right now it's 9:48. This is KHEA Radio. 99.5 FM is Kickstart. We're going to be on till 11. Good morning, Michael and Mandolin and Amanda. Thank you guys for taking the time to tune in. Everybody else that's watching on Facebook, feel free to share this video. We're talking about the Arms Room Academy right now. If you're interested, hey, let us know. Reach out to them on Facebook as well. I know y'all have a website, and it's probably just like, is it the Arms Room TX?
It is, thearmsroomtx.com.
And they can go find out information about everything that you guys have going on.
Website, Facebook. She's our social media queen, so I don't know.
They haven't given me the Instagram information yet. So.
Well, Facebook right now.
I have it.
Start with baby steps.
She's like, looking at me.
You need to walk before you can learn how to run, right?
Educate before you learn how to run.
Is that what the Arms Room Academy does, though?
What?
You got to take the baby steps first. Like, make sure that, hey,
Oh yeah,
the firearm, the safety, and then you can you learn to walk.
They don't shoot. You'll shoot what? Maybe once a month.
Yeah, we didn't shoot much.
Yeah, you don't shoot a lot, which is cool. I mean, because guns aren't always the answer. We'll be the first to tell you that.
That's true.
Tasers, that's the answer.
Because that's
Right,
like
Kurt?
a non-lethal way, to handle a situation.
I just
right?
really want to taste Kurt.
A lot of people don't want to just shoot somebody, even
Yeah.
if they're coming to attack them. Like, use less lethal. But that's fine too.
And the other thing that you guys offer at the Arms Room are classes on how to carry and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Can you talk a little bit about that?
We do the license to carry, which is your concealed license or open carry now, every Monday and Saturday at 7:30. We do. They just changed the name of it.
Core concepts of
It's
and
a
safe handling.
it's a beginner's course every Monday.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're not familiar with the firearm and you want to get familiar with one, we offer that. The academy, man, there's so many different. We do competitions monthly. We've got a few competitions coming
Like
up. this
targets one? Like who can hit the target?
So we just did the 22 challenge, which is rimfire. It's a rimfire challenge, and we put it 25 yards out, and the targets go from a 1/4 inch to an inch and a half. I mean, so they're tiny, and you have to hit them.
Wow.
They're swing targets. It's really neat. That one's fun. We do 3 guns, which is pistol, rifle, shotgun, and you're just doing different scenarios. We got some of those coming on this month. So lots happening, and it'll all be on our website.
Okay. That sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun. There's always a lot of stuff going on. I've been to the arms room. I've been able to check out everything you'll have, but we need to schedule a time where we can go and like either rent something and then actually like shoot it in the range or something. I think that'd be a lot of fun, and I always talk about it.
You do, and you haven't came up yet.
I know
You'll
we
need
haven't.
to.
But like every time that there's an opportunity, it would just be like a drop in, and it'd be weird. And I always want to make sure I honor like everybody's time.
How about skip lunch and come shoot?
Are we allowed to bring food into the range? Because it's really hard for me to skip lunch.
No, but
if I skip lumps, I get hangry.
We have a big table. I'll give you snacks. We got Snickers.
Snacks.
I was waiting for it.
Snacks.
That's like his favorite thing to say. We had Dr. Chapa in studio yesterday talking about health, changing people's lives. You know, like one bite at a time over here, dropping so much knowledge. And he's like, yeah, somebody use snacks. And Kurt is like texting on his phone. And then he's like, oh, snacks, snack. I was like, oh, that's really?
That's all you hear.
And then he switches the camera to himself so that way you can see him say it. And then he switches it back.
Snacks.
Yeah. Hey, we got about 8 minutes left. Is there anything else y'all would like to share? I know those events are coming up. Arms Room Academy. People are just welcome to stop in at any time. Do y'all have any other like vendor events that are coming up or anything like that?
We have our 22 Rimfire Challenge on May 17th.
Mm-hmm.
We have Glock Shoot every Tuesday.
Yeah, not every. We do Glock Shoot,
Or
which is through GSSF, Glock Shooting Sports Foundation. And what's cool about that is we do it the last Tuesday of every month at 7 o'clock. And if you shoot 2 out of the 3 times for the month or the quarter, you get your name in for a free gun.
Awesome. That's
Also,
really cool.
we have stormtroopers coming out to the range on
I
the 18th.
forgot about that.
Yeah, I almost
What?
forgot about that too.
Stormtroopers.
Yeah.
Are they going to be shooting like lasers?
I think they might go out on the range. I don't know about lasers.
Okay. Pew pew. That's what they shoot, right? Like laser
never
guns.
seen it. So I'm a
Yeah,
weird
I'm
guy
not a
that's
Star
never
Wars.
seen it.
Y'all have never seen Star Wars?
I know they're
No.
super cool looking though, so
But no,
that'll be good.
These are
Instagram picture.
there is a name for them, and she obviously doesn't have it, so we apologize. But yeah, they're coming out to their.
Is it on May the 4th?
It's not. We tried to.
They're
It's
booked.
501st Legion.
Yeah, that
501st Legion.
whatever that is.
Okay, cool.
So they'll be out. Come get your pictures with them.
Yeah, they're doing a charity event, so that'll be super great
Awesome.
on the 18th.
Hey, well that's really cool. I wish it was on May the 4th, but this is going to be like in
tried,
lieu.
man. We tried. They were busy, obviously.
Well, I'm going to give y'all some homework. You at least have to watch like 15 minutes of Star Wars. You know, like,
That'll be a nice nap.
just like
Right.
anything,
Not
anything.
happening.
Oh, come on.
I don't watch it just so I can say I haven't seen it.
That's
well, that's
fair.
ridiculous.
That,
I
that's
watched Game
fair.
of Thrones, and I watched all the
Although
like Endgame was so great.
I need to see Endgame still.
Oh, it was so good.
Kurt was
I'm just
wanting to
wondering.
drop spoilers for everything. And I told him, I was like, that's the word. And then like he'll always say like, oh, remember the scene where they were doing this? And I was like, first of all, I haven't seen the movie. Second, that's considered a spoiler. He's like, no, if I'm just talking about a scene, I'm like, yes, it's a
still a spoiler.
That's
It's
a
not
good
a
way to
major
lose
thing.
Followers right there.
Yeah. I try and tell him. He's getting better and better at that.
Just losing followers.
Yeah. Oh, there he is. Hey, this is KHEA Radio, 99.5 FM. We're going to take a quick break on the FM right now. Coming up next is some Jesus culture. That door slam makes me cringe.
I don't know how else to do it.
Want me to show you?
No.
Okay.
Just hold it and close.
Awesome. Hey, thank you,
Thank you.
for coming in, even if
Sorry.
you were late.
Bro.
We'll do one more. We could do one more.
Oh, you want to?
Yeah, just one more. Like, wait till this song's over. We'll fade it out so that way we can, we can like outro them one more time. So, but yeah, we can keep talking just for a little bit. You know, neither one of them have ever seen Star Wars. I feel like you're not that big a Star Wars fan
I'm
either.
a huge Star Wars fan.
I'm honestly not a huge Star Wars fan, but I've seen Star Wars. You know, like I'm not.
It's not happening.
Yeah.
Mainly just so I don't have to talk to people about it. That's the main thing.
Anthony, we need to talk too. Maybe we'll make a phone call later
I'm in.
because
Sounds personal.
I know it's interesting.
It is personal. I know what's
Anthony-
going on.
I was sending Anthony like houses.
I was in South Carolina for a
And
while,
all of a
sir,
sudden-
and I told you.
Man, you know what?
Anthony.
I missed all of those houses. They're all off the market.
I saw a house in Lamarck that was posted, and it was $83,000. And I looked at it, I was like, oh, that's, the house looks okay. It needs a yard and a mowing and everything. And then I was swiping pictures inside, and it was completely like gutted. And I said, they're selling this for $83,000. Yeah, it's probably a storm house, but I was like $83,000. And I went and read. There were some comments, and somebody said $83,000. They're like, oh well, we're accepting offers. Make an offer. But I was just like, sometimes whenever offers like that much
Like
out
too
of
high,
it,
yeah,
and it's just like realistically, I don't think I'm going to get in your ballpark.
yeah.
Like for a house that has been a storm house or like gutted, like what kind of range are you looking at? I guess it depends on the location.
Yeah, it all depends on the location. I mean, there were some really cool houses out in Bay Colony for like $100,000 right after the storm.
Mm-hmm.
Some even cheaper. I mean, really good prices.
That's right there in Dickinson, right?
Mm-hmm.
And those would probably go for like $2 something
Yeah,
at the
easy.
least. Yeah.
Yep. So if you can drop 40 and make 60, then I'd do it.
It's a good deal. Making 60 sounds like a good idea. Or just having a place to live. Kurt just wants somewhere to lay his head.
I do, and none of those houses are like.
Somebody said the show was cutting out.
Our stream?
Mm-hmm.
They're just joking.
Hey, was it Christopher? Was it the stream or was it Facebook?
We need to know. Here we go. We got 13 seconds. It might have been the door slam. It made it seem like ting, ting, ting. Wow. Mine's been okay so far because this operates off of the. Here we go. Good morning. You're listening to KHEA Radio 99.5 FM. We have Kayla. We have Anthony in from the Arms Room TX. Go check them out. TheArmsRoomTX.com. They have some events coming up this weekend. They're a partner here with KHEA, and we appreciate everything they have done. Is there anything else y'all would like to share? Maybe just remind people about the Academy, anything else at all?
Yeah, no, this Saturday, 10 o'clock, CZ Springfield, crawfish. What else do you need? There'll be live demos for the Academy. Our students will be graduating. I don't think they wear cap and gowns, but it'd be sweet if they did.
We get cords, though.
Senior photos.
So that'd be cool.
There you go, senior
Kind of like getting a
pictures.
belt.
All kinds of cool things going on this Saturday. Check it out. And then obviously on our calendar at thearmsroomtx.com, we post every single thing that we're doing. And Kayla, our fabulous Facebook person, posts nonstop. So we apologize for that.
Facebook
sometimes.
queen, I think we should call it.
The Facebook queen.
The official title.
Yeah.
All right. Well, hey, you guys are awesome, and we'll see y'all soon. Y'all are welcome back anytime.
Thanks, guys. We appreciate it.
Thank you guys for.
We need to get out there with you guys. KHEA Radio 99.5 FM.
It was Facebook.
Coming up next, we're going to be talking to Kelly about everything that's happening in the area. I think we're going to talk a little bit about the League City Music Festival as well, an event that's taking place on May 13th. There's just tons of opportunities taking place. So I can't wait. Kelly's one of our good friends.
I can't wait either. Hey, we'll see you guys.
See those Facebook stream.
All right. See ya. Thanks for coming in.
It was fun.
Boom, 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 boom. So we're going to
Different.
have some fun, have some more fun, keep the fun going. We're giving away some League City Music Festival passes through Facebook. We gave one away through the phone earlier, so you always want to make sure you stay tuned because guess what? We may just be like, hey, call now, call again. So that's always a possibility. You never know what's going to happen. We may drop it. Hi, good morning.
Good morning.
How are you doing?
Not tired.
Tired?
I know. You guys got me up in the morning.
Well, thank you. Thank you for coming in. No, we appreciate you, making time.
Do you want me at this one or this one?
We usually do that
I
one.
can do whatever you want.
Yeah, that one works.
That's fine.
But whatever works for you.
I'll switch around.
Whatever works for you. We'll see if that works. I think that actually works.
Okay.
All right. Can you get our setup good to go? And Kurt is in the market for a house.
Ooh.
So Anthony has been helping him kind of look at one. Anthony works as the GM at the Arms Room.
Yeah.
But he also works in real estate, and so he's been helping him. So I think they're making backdoor deals. I wish I had a outside camera on that right now.
What kind of house is he looking for?
He's looking for a house that would be pretty affordable for him. Like what I'll let him answer.
Oh,
Kurt.
no, listen, I've got one in my neighborhood that is about to go on the market like in a week.
I feel like, Kelly, you live in like a $400,000-$500,000
$1,100,000.
house that I can't ever afford.
My neighbor right down the street, I love her. She's fantastic. She has a beautiful home, which is an understatement, but she's done with it. She's decorated it and built out to the max. And
Is she selling just the pool house? Kurt can maybe take like a 30-year mortgage
do
on
you want
the
the
pool
pool
house.
house or the guest house?
Both.
Yeah. Have you got $1.5 million?
The both budget.
Yes.
You got $1.5 million? Okay, just write a check. We'll go. No, I am very spoiled. I do live in a very nice neighborhood, but I have some of the greatest people that I live by. Some of the most creative, dynamic people that do some of the coolest things. So yeah, I do have a beautiful home right down the street.
Mm-hmm. How do you get connected with all these cool people?
It's pretty easy,
Mm-hmm.
but it's easy for me. Now, I say this all the time. People are like, how do you know so many cool people? How are you so connected? Well, I tell everybody that everybody's got their own gifts. There's people that are genetically like some of the strongest people I've ever met and like can pick up a car. Or there's people that have like the most amazing palate and they can just taste everything and tell you all the different layers and define a recipe just by one taste. Yeah, and then there's me. My superpower or whatever it is I've always been pretty comfortable around people in general. And when I walk into a room, if I see two people and I know a little bit about you and I know a little bit about that guy in the corner, I would look and go, those two guys need to know each other. And this is the reasons they need to know each other. And I have a million ideas of why you guys will be so successful. And I'm not shy about pushing people together. So when people tell me that, oh, you know, I'm shy, I can't do this, I can't do that, I'm like, I can fix that in like 5 minutes. Let's go.
Awesome. Are you originally from this area?
No, I was born and raised in the Chicagoland area. I was born and raised in St. Charles, Illinois. And did most of my growing up there. Went to Southern Illinois University. I lived in Jackson, Tennessee, lived in Richmond, Virginia, almost lived in New Jersey. And my husband came home one day and he said, how do you feel about living in Houston? And I was like, that's in the state of Texas, right? And he's like, yeah. And I laughed at him. I'm like, no, they're not. I'm a Chicago girl. They're not going to let me in Texas. Isn't there a sign with my picture with like a red line through it? Like she's not allowed. But he said, no. He's like, you might like it. And I said, I don't know. Let's see what's going to be good about where we would live in Texas. And he goes, so 3 things I think you'll like. You're going to get great Mexican food again. And I was like, oh, wait, what? And living in Chicago, I lived. You're spoiled when you live in Chicago. Every different street is a different neighborhood, a different ethnicity. I can't say
Ethnicity.
Yes, I know. It won't come out today. But so incredibly spoiled there. But then we lived in Richmond, Virginia, and they thought Mexican food was like going to Chili's or Taco Bell. And I'm like, oh, my God, you're killing me.
I've had Mexican food in Richmond, Virginia.
It's hard.
I've had Italian food in Richmond, and I'm sure
That's
there are
not
some
bad.
good restaurants. The one I had was like, ugh.
Yeah, no, it was a struggle. The struggle was real in Richmond. So he said, oh, we'll go down there and we'll introduce you to a couple of restaurants down there. I'm like, okay, try me. So when we flew in here, we ate at the following. He took me to Papacito's the first night, took me to Chewy's the second night, and put the like sauce, white sauce in front of me. I'm like, oh, what is this? And then he's like, let's get a snack. I'm like, okay. And he's like, we drove through Taco Cabana. And I was like,
This is a snack? Yeah.
I'm like, he's like, this is fast food in Texas. I'm like, okay, you one-weed me with the Mexican food. And then the second thing was, he showed me a map of where we'd live. And he said, I think we should live in League City. And I'm like, no. The internet says Friendswood is the best place to live. We need to live in Friendswood. And he's like, no, League City. I said, no, the internet says Friendswood. So he brought me here and showed me a map, and he said, look at what's right above us. And I'm like, why is that street called NASA? What? And he's like, NASA. I'm like, NASA? And one of my favorite movies when I was a kid was the space shuttle movie where the kids go to space camp and they get on the space shuttle and they get to like test it out, test launch it, and it goes up to space on accident. And they get to like fly the space shuttle and get it back to Earth. And I loved it. And I wanted to go to space camp so bad. So he looked at me and he said, our daughter was 2.5 at the time. She said, your daughter gets to go to space camp. I'm like, oh, okay, I'm in. But the thing that really got me was he showed me where Urban Cowboy was filmed.
Gillies.
And I loved Urban Cowboy. It was that movie I played over and over and over again when I was a kid. I had the 8-track tape. Do you even know what an 8-track tape is, either one of you?
I do, but I've never seen one.
Oh, my God. I'll bring it to you. I still have my Urban Cowboy 8-track tape. So, yeah. No, so that's how I got introduced to Texas, and that's how we ended up here. So we've been here a little over 7 years.
You know, a couple things I want to touch on. So the San Leon Oyster Festival that happened, they had some of the characters, the actors.
Oh, Mickey Gilley was there.
And Mickey Gilley.
Hello.
Yeah, so we were really excited to have the opportunity to hang out with him. So we're going to be dropping a video. I have it edited, but there's a couple of changes I need to make where we got to like go on his tour bus and be like, hey, we're with Mickey Gilley. So it was so much fun.
Jealous much.
And then the other question I have is, did you meet your husband in Illinois?
I met him in Illinois. He had moved. He's originally from Pittsburgh, and he's lived in. He went to school at Carnegie Mellon in Pittsburgh, then went to University of Florida and did his doctorate there, and came to UT Austin and did his postdoc there. And I met him after he had lived in Austin and back in Pittsburgh, and he lived in Tennessee, but he landed in Chicago, and I met him about a week after he moved there. And I was like, oh, I'm not in the market of getting married. I was 35. I was a career woman. I'm like, fine, I'll go on a date with you. Yeah, head over heels, hot mess. And we haven't been separated since.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
And then with him, just other places that he moved, that's how you ended up, in Tennessee and Richmond.
When I met him, and we dated for about a little over a year, and he got a job offer to move to Richmond, and he turned it down. And he came to me and he said, I turned down my job because you're in your dream job and you love it. And I just found you. I'm not leaving you.
Yeah.
And I was like, are you nuts? I'm like, no, you're like a top level crazy chemist kind of thing. And, you got to take your jobs where you can get it. I'm a corporate chick. I'm a purchasing manager, buyer kind of thing. I can buy stuff anywhere. I'm like, I'll follow you to Richmond. And he's like, what? And it was shortly after that he went to my father, asked my dad if he could marry me, and off we went. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I left a really fabulous job because I fell in love.
And it was all worth it.
It was totally worth it.
Yeah.
It was absolutely totally worth it, and I've been incredibly spoiled, grateful, blessed, whatever word you want to say, for the last 11 years.
That's how long you've been here?
Yep.
11 years?
7 years we've been here, 11 years we've been married.
Okay. Very cool.
Oh my God, you've
That's
got
a cool
my
story.
life story. And
I've never known this about you. How long we've known each other?
oh my gosh, the things you don't know about me is that I'll give you the short and dirty. That's the cool story. Oh, and I met my husband on the internet. Match.com is where I met my husband. Yeah.
Oh my gosh,
year?
we need to shoot a commercial then. And be
No,
like,
we don't need to shoot a commercial.
So what year was this? You said 11?
11 years, yeah.
Okay.
We got married in 2000.
8.
Yeah.
He's a mathematician over here. Look at this
I'm
wizard.
not.
The gerbil
Oh, no,
had
we
the
got
turn.
November of 2007.
Was it kind of... Because back then, meeting somebody on the internet, well, like 2008. Okay, you understand what I'm saying, though.
I
Like,
do. I know.
There
It
wasn't apps like for dating. Hey, I'm going to swipe left and right.
No, there wasn't apps. It was you had to do it on the actual computer.
Was everybody like kind of cool with it, like family and stuff?
No, people thought it was weird, but
Right.
because AOL had actually been around, that had been around since the 90s, so people were meeting people through AOL. So by the time we got to the, 2000s, almost 2010s, it was a little bit more normal. So there were a lot of people in my age bracket that were doing it.
Well, I remember I had friends. It was probably like in the 2010. That's the first time I remember someone was using like Plenty of Fish and some other stuff like that, which is all good, But as it's kind of grown and we use technology, that's one of the things people are like, hey, well, we should meet. It's really neat to see how it's evolved.
Listen, how did we get on this topic of my dating life? How I met my husband.
So who was your first boyfriend?
Okay,
No, I was kidding.
yeah, no.
Okay, so we got 20 seconds, and we're going to go on the FM right now. We'll reintroduce you, and then just start talking about everything.
Yeah,
we
we can talk about the coffee group, I guess.
Yeah, okay. Here we go. 10 seconds. Jamming some Carrie Job. If you're watching on Facebook, share this out. Love you guys. Feel free to ask some questions. There we go.
Just not about my dating life.
Good morning. This is KHEA Radio, 99.5 FM. This is Kickstart. I'm Gardy.
And I'm Curt.
It's 10:10 a.m.
Yeah, coming up later on today, we're going to be announcing the winners of our League City Music Festival and Barbecue Cook-Off Passes winner. In order to win these passes, you have to drop a music emoji on our Facebook page. That's at KHEA Radio. If you're not following KHEA Radio, if you're not liking KHEA Radio, we do giveaways all the time. And the coolest part about these giveaways is we're about ready to up the ante on these giveaways.
Are you kidding me?
When we launch the KHEA Radio app later this week, we'll be doing specific giveaways through the app. So there's a lot that we like to give away. We get handed stuff all the time, and we're just trying to find the best way to get it in the hands of the people, you guys. So drop a music emoji now if you want these passes.
And we're talking to Kelly. We're going to be talking about more than just a society, talking about some stuff that's coming up in our area, Galveston, Harris County, and, League City, the greater area. So, Kelly, how are you doing this morning?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. Kurt, you doing good?
I'm doing great. I'm excited for the next 49, 48 minutes.
He's showing off his math skills again.
Again, the gerbil. The gerbil.
He's like, he got stuck there. So, Kelly, you're always doing a lot of stuff, even like setting up events in the community. Why is that important to you?
Well, it's important to me because I've only been in the community for about 7 years, and I've really grown to love where I live, and I've really discovered some fascinating, wonderful people, and I think that it's important for other people in the community to kind of merge together. And if I get to bump into these great people, I want more people to bump into them. So that's why I like to stay involved.
I think you had an event or a meetup. Was it even yesterday?
Just yesterday. So how these little meetups that I do started was in my kitchen. When Gigi, my daughter is 9 and in 3rd grade, and when she started kindergarten, I did the typical mom, never had a kid before, first one going to kindergarten. Oh my gosh, what do I do? And I had a lot of great moms tell me, okay, this is the door you walk through, and this is what you should pack her for lunch, and this is the best kind of backpack to get. And you'll go in there, and then you drop her off at the classroom, and then you're going to cry a lot, and then you get to go home. And I'm like, okay, great. I got the first day down pat. What am I supposed to do the second day? And they all looked at me like, what do you mean? I'm like, what do you do the second day? What do you do as a mom the second day they're in school? And everyone was kind of clueless. Well, I had to come up with something that I was going to do. So I sent out a message to all of my ladies in my neighborhood and some of my friends here and said, who wants to come over to my house on the second day of school and have coffee with me? Who's coming?
Yeah.
And I had 30 people show up.
Wow.
So, but then I got some hate mail, like, why would you do that on the second day of school? I can't come on the second day of school. I had to work, but I get Flex Fridays with NASA, or I have, this, I can do it next Thursday. So I said, fine, I'll just do another one. And then 50 plus people showed up with even more hate mail, like, why didn't you invite your friends? Why are you just doing your neighborhood? And it grew and grew until there were about 125 people in my house at one event, and my husband came walking out on his way to go to Houston for a meeting, and he looked around and he got me in the driveway and he went, honey, enough. I can't do any more. So that's when we started to move it, the coffees, to other locations and just go to small businesses in the area and meet up. So it was called More Than Just Coffee because it wasn't just coffee. It was, we were going to talk and hang out and have fun and maybe go out and do some stuff every once in a while. And it changed to More Than Just Society because it became more than just about coffee. And society makes it sound like we're a group, like an organization, but we're not. We're just a bunch of people that like to go out and support each other.
That's a really cool story.
How big is your house?
125.
No, mine is not one of the bigger ones in the neighborhood, but it's almost.
You can have 125 people. I can't fit 100. I can't fit 2 people in my apartment.
Listen, again, I am very spoiled. My husband and I both grew up in little tiny houses. I grew up in a 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom in Chicago with a kitchen that is smaller than my closet at home. I mean, you could have 2 people standing in it. And Jerry grew up the same way in very small houses and not with much. And I kind of have lived that way until I met him. And he was a guy that wanted a big house. He always wanted big. And he's moved around so much. He's on his 9th house since he's met me. And you will find when you start buying houses, get your first one and let's move on. They get bigger and bigger as you go along. until you get a little bit older, and then they get real small, and it's fabulous. So I'm like, I'm old enough. Can we go real small again? But not when Gigi is this age. So we have about 5,000 square feet for just the three of us, which is a little
You can fit those people in there and have events if you want to.
It's a lot in my world, but my husband, it works for him, works for my daughter, and yeah.
I think Curt he's looking up. He's dividing. He's doing the math. The mathematician over here.
Man, 125 people. They get 40 square feet to themselves.
Well, I have, yeah. Yeah, it was still a little crowded. It was a little crowded. And people come and go. When I have an event or something, it's not like it's solid for 4 hours. You got to be there. It's like, oh, stop in. So we had people that come in their yoga pants. We have people that come in
That'd be Curt.
suited up and ready to go to work.
That'd be me.
Yeah, it's a little. That sounds about right.
The yoga okay, anyways. So the last event that you had was on Monday. And when is the next event that you're having?
We had one yesterday, actually, at Art of Coffee in in Clear Lake.
Okay.
We went over there, but the next event we have coming up is May 13th at Bayshore Grill. We're going to do a Monday night out, because who goes out on a Monday night? But a lot of people only have Monday nights free. If you look at your calendar, you got soccer practice on Wednesday, fencing on Thursday. You've got like kid thing after kid thing. And then there's a million things to choose from over the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
How do you decide on that? And then it comes around like it's Monday. Everybody goes back to work. And Monday night, everybody's like, oh, cool.
I'm free.
I'm free.
Yeah.
What am I going to do with myself? And some people hit the couch, but this is going to be a night that you can go out. We're going to go to Bayshore and just hang out together and talk like we would at a normal coffee, but it gives the people an opportunity that can't make it to a coffee in the morning.
Like us.
That they can go at night. Exactly. So you guys are going to come out, and I'll introduce you to a bunch of great small business owners, charity people, nonprofit people in the area, some, PTA kind of parents, or just some people that are cool.
Yeah.
Just cool.
Bayshore Grill is awesome. We love going there. There's a lot of space. They have, special rooms. And even if you want to play pool, there's still stuff to do or just talk, and all kinds of awesome food.
Every time we're there, we get introduced to a new room at Bayshore Grill. Like, it's like, where did this come from?
We've been into a lot of kitchens, and that one and Fub on Me over in Leak City. I need to bring a tape measure, and we can get the actual square footage so we can get Curt to crunch the numbers. But those are the two biggest kitchens. And I think Bayshore actually takes it.
Bayshore has
Huge.
like 5 kitchens, though. That's not fair.
You walk and you keep going, and then there's another door, and you keep going, and you keep going, keep going. It's really interesting.
It's
actually.
nuts. Their smoke room is completely separate from their kitchen.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you have to do that.
Oh, I didn't grow up in Texas. I don't know these
Well,
things.
neither did she.
Neither
You know
did
what?
I.
I didn't know this last night. Okay, I didn't know that the way to make a grilled cheese sandwich is I always butter the bread, right? Like I butter the bread.
Yeah.
I learned a trick last night where you put the butter
in
and
the pan.
oil in the pan and then drop the bread in there and then make your grill.
It's a little. It doesn't tear up your bread so bad when you.
Oh my! And it was so good. Like the oil was just dripping from my
you
mouth.
You did it after you saw
I
that?
did it. Dripping
That's cool.
out of my mouth, and I was like, oh.
Just swig the oil.
I know I should have.
Well, just, take a
See,
bite.
I have a friend that when she makes grilled cheese, she toasts both sides of she toasts the bread first before she even adds the cheese. So she toasts one side, then flips it over. Then that's when she adds the cheese on the inside.
Let's not get crazy.
I know.
Let's not get crazy.
Wow.
But no, I'm a big fan of Bayshore because Frances from Bayshore, her sister, I think two of her sisters actually live in my neighborhood. And I met them before I met her. But Frances is a mom at Mossman along with me. And she is really helping out that school in San Leon. And there's a lot of struggles for that elementary school in San Leon. And I really like she's gotten involved in communities and schools. And she's also helping these kids in the elementary school to get these scholarships to go to this STEM camp this summer so they can go do a science camp. But it's really expensive. It's through the University of Houston. And for like a regular family, it might not be too bad. But some of these families in San Leon, it's a struggle for them to have any summer activities.
Yeah.
So she's put together this, I have it on my list. It's not in front of me.
Tastic,
The
right?
STEM-tastic night out at altitude that you go and you can bounce at altitude for like 2 hours for like $15, which that's a discount, I think, in itself. But then they're giving money back to support this to support those kids. I'm going to look up my.
Yeah.
You know what the coolest part is? Is there a guest on our show tomorrow at 9:00?
Oh,
The
good.
teacher and the students are actually coming from San Leon to talk to us.
I think they need a total of around, if I remember correctly, it was about $5,000 something or something like that.
They were actually at the Oyster Festival
Yeah.
doing drinks and stuff for
So they're out there and they're working and they're putting
They
in.
are.
It's not like just, hey, give me money. They're working for it.
Yeah,
So
these
no,
events.
and that's the other thing that's part of this group that I'm in. When you say there's someone in need or there's something that needs to happen, a lot of these people that belong to more than just society, they step up. They're like, what can I donate? What can I do? I mean, just yesterday we had Abby from Moxie 31, which is a little boutique that opened up in Clear Lake. And she sent out a message that she used to work at Bay Area Regional. And when Bay Area Regional had to close, there were a lot of people that were left without jobs. And she has a mother that she knows that got another job, but not enough money to really support her family. Her car is broken down. Her husband, I don't think, can work. She's trying to support her kids. And she's now gotten to a point where she can't get it done. So Abby took her to help her out and just buy some groceries and be her friend. But she asked, she posted on her page. I'm like, post it in the More Than Just group.
Yeah.
Let's see what we can do. And we actually had people that showed up at coffee yesterday, handed me Target gift cards. They're like, where can I send money? Can I just go stop by the boutique? It's right down the street. And a woman handed me $100 bill. Michelle from, I know you know her, that massage lady. She's helped out Chef Mary Bass on a couple of different things.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet lady. She says her clients have been really great to her lately. So she handed me $100 bill to walk over and give to Abby to help out.
Wow.
So that's what kind of nice people we're dealing with. You don't have to, we don't look at each other like wallets, but we definitely help out any way we can.
Yeah, Abby, she has a story too, because whenever Bay Area Region, whenever the hospital switched, she had to make some changes, and she was pregnant.
7 months pregnant, I
Yeah.
think, when it shut down.
It's like, what do you do? You know?
She did. So I'm really proud of her. We were in there yesterday after coffee, stopped by and saw her, and it's gorgeous. I'm plugging Moxie
The new boutique?
31. Yeah.
Yeah.
The new boutique, it's right there. It's down the street from Art of Coffee on Clear Lake. It's in the same complex as Kroger there on Space Center in El Dorado. So I recommend that everybody goes in there. But the Space Center, or the STEM kids that are coming in tomorrow, their event is tomorrow night as well. So it's important that you get that on your
For the
calendar.
altitude jumping?
Yes.
Okay.
That is tomorrow night. That's May 2nd. Wait. Yeah, that's May 2nd.
2nd,
So you
yep.
have to go get that on your calendar now.
Yeah, I recently went to altitude for the first time. It was a birthday party, one of my son's friends. Oh, man, he had a blast. It's always like a lot of fun. That was my first time.
It's a lot of fun. I've gone there with Gigi, and there's only one time that I actually put on socks and went out there and jumped myself. Hello, that's a workout.
It's tiring.
Oh my
It's-
gosh.
It's the greatest experience though, because the little
like-
kids, they try. The older that you are, the more attacked you get by the dodgeball.
Most definitely.
And then I don't know where I got this skills from, but I was like jumping around. I was doing loops and like spins. It would bounce off my chest, and then I would jump up and catch the ball. Be like, ha! They're like celebrating. I'm like, caught it. You're out.
Sometimes reality and what Kurt's reality is in his head are like two different things.
This actually happened.
But I can, I'm not surprised. So I can close my eyes and I can see Kurt just jumping around from trampoline to trampoline. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Like an
Man,
acrobat.
but falling into like the pit, like jumping off and landing in the pit. Don't do that when
Does it
you're
hurt?
old. Oh, it hurts a lot. I thought it was going to be fun and exciting, and I landed in that thing, and I was just like, why does every part of my body hurt?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it was bad. I'm like, what the heck?
Yeah, like I said, I've done it once. That was enough.
Well, it would be fun for 5 seconds, and then you get tired. You know, like jumps
I
are
was
us.
exhausted.
With the bounce houses, me and you, we had an event, and we were jumping to the bounce house. It's like, oh, this is just like I remember. And then you're so
you're like,
tired. Where do the kids get the energy?
I don't know, but I love them. Every time I see something that's like that, I'm like, run, Gigi, run, run, go, have fun.
Get it out. Get it out. So your daughter, Gigi, how old is she?
She is 9. She will be 10 in December. So that's one of the things that people say, oh, you're so busy. Yeah, have you met my child?
Yeah.
So yes,
I've been following the Gigi Chronicles, so I feel like I know her.
Yeah, she tells everybody she's Facebook famous.
She is.
Well, because she has a mom paparazzi. I mean, I did. I actually, somebody teased me. They're like, you need to do confessions of a mom paparazzi because I turned into this person when she was born that I cannot stop taking pictures. And even when we go out for Thai food and KHEA, they're like, okay, my husband and her are like, okay, let's pose for the picture and get it done. And I'm like, but honey, you don't know that who that benefits. I'm like, there's this great Thai restaurant. It's Nam Thai. It opened up in KHEA, and they haven't been open that long, but all it takes is me to post a picture of Jerry and Gigi in there and say, hey, we love it here. And now my friends are like, oh, we're going to check it out. It's really good. If you haven't been to Nam Thai, you're stupid. It's stupid. It's so good. It's so good, but not too good that everybody doesn't need to go there because I still need to get a table from time to time.
Yeah.
Yes, they still need to take care of me.
All right. Hey, well, Gigi, if you go back and watch, I appreciate your mom and the mom paparazzi. And if you're not a parent yet, which Curt, you're not yet, but do you understand, like, I guess parents, because they'll post pictures of their kids, they're proud, first day of school. Does that ever get annoying to you?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Why?
It gets annoying to me, and I still have one. Yeah.
And I've seen people put, like, new parents, like, okay, I understand now. I understand why you want to post of your newborn baby, why. It's like, because they become your world.
But I feel like people get upset when I post about my girlfriend, so
No,
it's kind of the same
Listen,
thing.
your girlfriend's cute. And you know what I told her when I met her? We were at the Lighthouse Christian Ministry Gala,
Yes.
and I walked up, and you introduced me to her, and I whispered in her ear, I'm like, you're a brave girl. And then I told you what my father told me when I met Jerry. I introduced my dad to my now husband. We went out for lunch, and then there was a phone call that was made after I got home. He didn't know Jerry and I were still together. But he called me and he's like, Kellyanne, I need to talk to you. And I'm like, yes, Dad. And he's like, I just got one thing to say to you about that young man. Now, I can't use the exact same language that my fat Irish Catholic father decided to use with me. But what I told you in your ear is, don't screw it up. So, yeah, don't screw it up. You did good, dude. You did good. She seems pretty fabulous.
But I feel like it's the same thing, though, posting about your life, whether it's kids or a significant other or your work. I mean, I'm sure people get upset when we post about KHEA all the time.
Probably.
Well, yeah, I'm sure they do, but you have to remember what social media is and define what it is for you. I mean, are you using it because it's for other people, or are you using it for yourself? I look at it like it's the yearbook of my life. It's going to be like if I were to disappear tomorrow, somebody could log on and look at my Facebook page and go back and just see one moment after another of great people that I spent my time with, moments that I really enjoyed with my kid and her friends. Gigi will go back and be able to look at some of the things I wrote and things I said. So use social media for a positive kind of thing. If you're somebody that's got to get on and fight with people and troll or you're trying to, like, I don't know, I get hit up to, like, buy my stuff all the time.
Yeah.
Like your silly putty and your widgets or whatever. Like, I'll give it to you for, like, cost if you do this. And no, I don't want to join your team. And I have a lot of friends that sell stuff. Mm-hmm. But if you look at me as a wallet, I've got no patience for you. Mm-hmm. But if you look at me like I have something to share and you have something to share, like with all the positive stuff you guys have that come on KHEA, I mean, why shouldn't you share this all the time? Why wouldn't you want to tell more people? Because it's not like you're telling them necessarily about you.
Yeah.
But like you're sharing that I'm on here today. I'm like, what does that really matter to most of the population around here? They're like, who's Kelly? Kelly doesn't matter. But I'm sitting here telling you about Francis, or I'm going to praise Manish at Bellamia and all the goodness that he does, or tell you that communities and schools is fabulous, or mention like, oh, look, I'm holding my American Heart Association notebook with information in it. I mean, there's an opportunity to say good things and support some good things that'll affect more people.
Yeah, social media, it can be a tricky place to navigate. And I like what you said. You have to see what does it mean to you? What are you getting out of this? And there's every opportunity to get into an argument or like be sarcastic and troll. But you have to remember, just because you put something out there and it's on the internet, not in person, it's still out there. And you can really like ruin somebody's livelihood, ruin somebody's business, ruin relationships, all kinds of stuff.
Listen, I'm no saint. I have been one of those people too that have gotten sucked in, and I've argued on the internet. I even told this woman the other day, she was just saying some horrible things about somebody. And I was like, you know what? You're right. I'm horrible. She's horrible. we're all the worst people on the planet. You go be you. I'm going to go be me. I'm like, yeah, I'm gross. I'm disgusting. We'll go with that. It's just kind of like, we'll just cut to the chase. Those were all the things you were going to say anyway. So, let's just move on. And that is what it is. If you take everything so seriously that other people are saying, is it somebody that really knows you?
Right.
And then there's these, I don't know, you guys are young and you're not in these mommy kind of...
The mom groups?
Oh, my God. It's the mom-petitive craziness, these mommy groups. I suggest everybody does a purge of all of that, that nonsense.
Yeah.
The mommy groups are psycho. Psycho. Yeah, run like the wind.
Yeah, sometimes those aren't the best places.
No.
But there's other groups, too. I have seen some guy groups pop up, but the one I am actually a part of one, and it's called like Fathers of GC, right?
Yeah.
But it's positive things, and actually the guy who started it is it's like a support group for guys. Hey, share your experiences. What can you do? Because there's some things that the guys struggle with and girls struggle with, and they don't struggle together on the same thing. So
there are some really good ones out there. Like I know you've had Jennifer from the Foodie Group, and I know that like says a woman that has her own little Facebook group about meeting up and having coffee. Depends on what the tone of the group is and what the purpose is.
Right.
If it really is to kind of bash other people or complain or if it goes off the rails, if you don't have solid rules, and if the people that are running it, because it is free, it's Facebook, if the people are running it aren't taking the responsibility to make sure that it's a positive place and a positive experience, and I don't know, they're not using it to benefit themselves.
Yeah.
Like I tell everybody that this more than just society, I don't charge anybody anything to be in it. There's nothing monetary about it. And it's all you got to do is be introduced. Have somebody introduce you to me because I want to know you, and then I'll add you in, and then just be the number one rule. And I know you guys read the rules in there, is be cool. And the number 2 rule is don't be uncool. It's not hard.
There were rules?
Yeah, there were rules.
I didn't agree to anything.
You have to agree. Like, that's one of the things. Like, go to the post and agree.
Yeah, I
read the rules.
I haven't yet.
You need to get in there. What's your problem?
I haven't posted.
You probably did.
I think number 3 is don't poke the tiger with a stick. And it's not a tiger, it's Godzilla. It's like don't poke Godzilla with the stick. So, no, I don't want any fighting. I don't want any cattiness. I don't want any drama. And I just kind of feel like we're all adults. Why can't we just do that anyway? But I've fallen into it. I have to sit back sometimes and go, don't engage, Kelly, don't engage.
Does your your neighborhood have a Facebook group? And is there ever drama that goes on in there?
Yeah.
That's where it goes down.
Oh my God. I was the one who started the neighborhood Facebook group like almost 7 years ago. And I got kicked out of it.
Are you serious?
Oh yeah. I'm not in my neighborhood Facebook group anymore.
Man.
I'm like, wait, I started it and I'm not in it anymore. But listen, again, I have another one that I'm connected with all the neighbors. I'm like, whatever, If you make things a big deal, then they turn it into a big deal. I laugh about it.
Are basketball goals a big deal in your neighborhood?
You have to have them installed in. So yeah, we have one installed.
That's the fight. Like every time.
We live right by each other. You're in Hidden Lake. So yeah, those.
Yeah.
No, I have a big, long, crazy driveway. I could have like 10 basketballs.
You could have like a full court, one on one side, one on the other, and
well,
then
I could have a full
too.
court in my backyard. We do have some. I have a neighbor with a basketball court.
Your daughter, she plays basketball, right?
She does. She plays basketball, fencing, soccer, and golf are her things. And somebody just approached us. They're trying to recruit her for water polo.
Okay, cool.
And I'm like, all right, whatever she wants to do.
She likes it, yeah.
She likes it.
Is there something that she has found as her favorite?
Fencing.
Fencing
by far,
is?
fencing, 100%. And we tried it on a whim at Hometown Heroes in League City. And I love the League City rec programs. We have been, again, honored, blessed, whatever word you want to use.
Highly favored.
Highly favored. With the soccer program, we have the best soccer coach we could. I think she plays soccer more because we love the coach than she actually is good at soccer. But that's okay, whatever. Basketball, I love the program there. She's now old enough. They start them all out at co-ed, and they get old enough they can start to branch out. So she plays with just girls now. But the fencing, we walked in one day and there was a poster and I thought, hey, that's cool. And she went, no. And I'm like, oh, come on. And I think she was in first grade. I'm like, just give it a shot. And I found out each session is only a month. You don't have to buy any gear because the coach brings it all. So I'm like, okay, I don't have to buy any gear. I only have to commit to a month. It's Thursday nights at 6:30. I'm like, we can do this. So I'm like, just do it for a month. The first one she went, oh, it's okay. The second one she went to, she's like, I never want to do anything else ever again.
Wow.
So no, she's been doing it solid. I encourage parents to, if you have a kid that's still trying to find what their thing is, give fencing a try. But if it's a kid that has to make noise, if it's a kid that needs a play date all the time, this is a very quiet sport. And the parents, we don't sit and talk. We are dead silent through the whole thing. It is the best night of the week because I can sit there in a room. Nobody's talking to me.
Is it relaxing?
It is. It is. It's so quiet. And the kids are out there. You just hear the coach talking. You hear the swords like striking
Wind?
each other.
Is it like wind or because
it's like clink,
movies?
clink,
Okay,
clink, clink. And, the kids, they do giggle. They do like each other sometimes, but there's not a lot of running around and chaos. And no, it's for kids that are focused. So if you want your kid to be involved in something that has a little bit more focus, a little bit more discipline, fencing is not a bad thing.
I like it because it's different.
Oh, it's odd. Yeah.
It's different. Yeah.
It's definitely different. And he has, Coach John actually teaches at League City. He has one in Alvin. He has a program in Clear Lake at St. Thomas. He has another one. He's very involved in Galveston on the island. There's a big fencing club. So it's not like it's just at League City. Actually, League City is a pretty small one compared to some of the other ones. And he actually does fencing camps over the summer. So if you want your kid to come and try out, I would say your kid probably needs to be at least 6 or 7 to kind of try it because the masks that they wear are pretty big and heavy.
Yeah.
And, it's not like playing lightsabers. It's not like a Jedi, like go in the backyard and kick each other's butt. It's
technique and
it's
stuff,
really,
right?
you got to learn footwork and technique and everything. But it is, I tell Gigi all the time, it's a great way to, make friends and then stab them. It's wonderful.
At the arms room.
Yeah.
Is Gigi her real name? Is that
Her real name is Genevieve
Genevieve.
Elise, and that's my husband's grandmother. So
That's
she
a really
was named
pretty,
after
pretty
her
name.
great-grandmother.
Can I say something really fast? Because as we're talking about Gigi.
Yeah.
So you'll laugh at this because you remember last summer the big craze was doing the Kiki challenge.
Oh yeah, Kiki, do you love me?
Right.
Yeah.
And we did a hot dog suit one where I was stranded on the road and I was running.
course.
Right. Like it was a pretty funny one. Guess what? My girlfriend's family calls her.
They call her Gigi?
Naola?
They call her Kiki.
They call her Kiki.
That's cute.
Isn't that awesome? I was like,
Do you love me?
even back last summer, it was just setting up for a fantastic relationship.
That's fantastic.
Kiki.
Why do they call her
See,
that?
again, Kelly
The-
said, Kelly said, don't screw it up.
Don't screw it up. Her tries.
Why do they call her that? Where did
I
that
don't
come
know.
from?
It's just something that they've called her since she was
Nickname?
Well, we called her Gigi because I wasn't going to call her Genevieve. And I mean, that's a lot for a kid to swallow. I mean, I don't even know if she knows how to spell Genevieve right now. I mean, I don't know if I know how to spell it right now. But she prefers, if you ask her what her real name is, if I say Genevieve, she gives me a dirty look. She likes it pronounced in the French way because there's French Cajun in my husband's blood too. And she likes Genevieve.
Genevieve.
That's the Parisian way of saying it, and it's Genevieve. She's like, no, my name is Genevieve. I'm like, oh my gosh, you're going to be such a piece of work when you get older. You're such a piece of work.
I like that. I like it either way. Yeah, Genevieve and Genevieve.
I know. I mean, so she has options when she's
Sure.
older. Like Kelly with an I did not have options. I was just Kelly with an I. That's it.
That's the full name?
But it's Kelly Ann.
Kellyanne, okay.
But that's my first and middle. But yeah, Kellyanne Lee is who I was. But you can't do much with like Curt. You can't do much with Curt. Curt is Curt.
Curtsy.
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 You know, my mom didn't. My
but
mom.
I can't even do that. I'm Kelly. That's it. I could be Kel. What? No. But Genevieve, she can be Gigi. She can be Jenny. She can be Vivi. She can be V. She can be Johnny. She could be. I mean, she could be a million things.
Yeah. Kurt's mom named him Curt. It's harsh. It gets to the point. There's no nicknaming
Rude
about
and
it.
in an abrupt manner.
Curt.
That's what Curt stands for, actually.
Yeah.
If you're being curt with somebody, you're being rude.
Kelly translates to
Gardy's like,
yeah,
mind blown. He's like, what?
Kelly is warrior woman.
Nice.
Yeah, so I'm like, I can take that.
Is it fitting?
Robin from Axemaster says, I'm a bird.
I think I'd rather be a bird.
Love it.
Bird is nice. I like the warrior.
I know,
though.
warrior woman.
Yeah.
I get away with a lot of stuff by saying that. That's fine.
So it's 1040. This is KHEAradio.com, 99.5 FM, streaming live on Facebook. If you're watching on Facebook, share this out. Thank you for taking the time to hang out with us this morning. If you're listening on our website or if you're listening on 99.5 FM, thank you. We're doing a giveaway this morning through our Facebook page.
Yeah, all you have to do is drop a music emoji. If you want to go to the League City Music Festival and Barbecue Cook-Off, we have Friday passes. We have Saturday passes. We got weekend passes. I feel like I was like Mattress Mac there for a little bit. We got Friday passes. We got Saturday passes. We got weekend passes.
Curt.
Passes.
Please put some respect on Mattress Mac's name. Don't just go compare yourself to a legend straight out the gate. You got some time. You got about like 50 years. I'm not sure if you know. Well, I'm trying to think. So Marvin Zindler, are you familiar with who Marvin Zindler is?
No.
So he was a Houston legend, and Mattress Mac is a Houston legend, but, you know, in the 80s and the 90s, he was one of the investigative reporters for ABC 13, and Curt was, let me think, I was giving him some history on everything that he's done, and I was showing him some highlight reels. But you can't just go compare yourself to Mattress Mac or like Marvin Zindler. They're like two Houston greats.
Don't listen to him. You be you. Be great.
Be the Curt.
Be great. Be the
Be
Curt.
rude and in an abrupt manner.
You can be Curt, but you can't be Mattress Mac. I'm going to stick by that.
Don't be Curt.
Don't be Curt.
Oh, honey, you don't want to be Mattress Mac.
No.
You're going to have to buy a couple more houses and make some more bank if you want to be even close to Mattress Mac. And you're going to have to give away a lot of furniture. A lot. That is one generous man. Generous man. I know, but you're going to give away League City Music Fest tickets, right?
We can do that.
I am, yeah.
We need to talk about that. We need to talk about League City Music Fest, too.
It's coming up.
Okay.
It's this weekend, right?
I know, yeah. Hey, I have a whole list of things that you need to do over the next 2 weeks. Okay?
I'm ready.
So tomorrow night, you guys are going to consider doing the Spirit Night at Altitude, right? You're going to tell people about that. But May 3rd, there's a couple of good things going on. It's the League City Music Fest. Now, I'm going out on May 3rd because there's a couple of things that are happening that night at the LC Music Fest. One of them is Bag of Donuts. Have you guys ever heard Bag of Donuts play?
I've heard of them, but I haven't heard them play.
So much fun. They're so much fun. But the one that I'm really excited about is at 8 p.m. It's Nick and the Groove is playing. And they're younger.
Yes.
They're
That's Friday
much
night
younger.
or Thursday?
That's Friday night. Nick and the Groove is at 8 p.m. So I'm taking Gigi and we're going to go see Nick and the Groove. For sure, because they are so cute.
They've gone viral so many times. Very talented kids.
Very, very talented kids. So I suggest that if you're looking for something for parents, what are you showing me? You got those tickets
These
for
are
them, right?
Friday night tickets.
We got Friday night tickets for Nick and the Groove.
You get to go to the concert for free.
Oh, yeah. So that it would be a perfect thing to take kids to on Friday night so they can be out in the air. And League City Music Fest is a lot of fun. So if you have younger ones and you want them to hear some good, fun music, I suggest definitely 8 p.m. Nick and the Groove. But May 4th is the KHEA Art Walk. Have you guys been down to the Art Walk yet?
No, not for KHEA.
Okay, this one's a little different.
Last time it got rained out.
It did. Sadly, it got rained out. But Art of Coffee puts this on, and I'm a big fan of Art of Coffee because they do support artists in a way that is affordable to the artists. Because there's a lot of art walks and galleries around here that charge such a premium for artists to display. Like if they put a painting up, they have to pay the gallery back 30% plus.
Wow.
Just to have it there. Art of Coffee does not do that. So they get on a waiting list because there's so many artists that want to display there. But I think it's just a minimal charge to be on the thing. And even for the art walk, it was like they want you to donate something, whether it's beverages or something, or like back to a charity in order to display there. And they don't have a lot of stuff on the street except the artists themselves. So it's not like people selling silly putty and widgets just pay to get out there. It's actually the artists. So it's a lot of fun in KHEA. So I highly recommend that on Saturday. Keels and Wheels is going on. Do you know about Keels and Wheels in Seabrook?
Not yet.
Dudes, you need to get out more.
Keels and Wheels, they're it's like hot rods and stuff.
So it's like not just hot rods. It's like premium Lamborghinis and all these really hot cars and keels. So it's like the coolest, baddest boats, sailboats, and it's at Lakewood Yacht Club. And I highly recommend that. If you haven't done that, it's a way to see some different things on display around here. It's also, you need to look for lemonade stands on May 4th. It is Lemonade Day in Galveston County. So kids are encouraged to get out there and do their lemonade stands and learn about entrepreneurship. I highly recommend getting involved with Lemonade Day, or at least buying a glass of lemonade. And the Birthday Joy program, and I know you know the Birthday Joy program, they're having their cake off on May 4th as well. Another great thing for kids to go and do. We're skipping to May 7th.
May 7th, okay.
Have you ever heard of Mom Kind?
No.
Okay, Mom Kind was a group, and we're going over to the Clear Lake area now.
Okay.
When Harvey happened, there were a group of women that stepped up, and they called themselves Harvey Moms.
Okay.
And they started out, they were just a group of friends to begin with. They didn't call themselves anything. And they made sandwiches. They made lots and lots of sandwiches to help flood victims out, anything that they could do to help. And then they became a Facebook group they called Harvey Moms, and it got bigger and bigger. Well, now that Harvey is passed, they're not just Harvey Moms. They do other things. They've changed their name to be called Mom Kind. And I encourage you to go find their Facebook page and look at Mom Kind. You definitely need to have them come in and talk to you because they are awesome. These ladies do such good work in the community. They're very diverse. Everything from stay-at-home moms to women that own small businesses to lawyers and plus in all of that. TV hosts. I mean, it's a great group of women. So check out Mom Kind. Everybody should check out Mom Kind and hit the like button. But the one thing I'm excited from a business standpoint, I've talked a lot about kids and families and lady stuff you can do, but from a business standpoint, LeaderCast is coming up on the 10th. And
LeaderCast?
LeaderCast.
We haven't heard of LeaderCast
I know.
yet.
I know you guys know about it, but I was talking to Pierre yesterday, and I think that there's an element to LeaderCast that some people are kind of missing out on. And one of the things that I talk about with people all the time, and because I don't do networking, I don't call what we do go into the coffee networking. It's more like friend working. It's about making friends and supporting each other without, asking for much in return. But LeaderCast is this opportunity that there's an essential point in business that you have to be an excellent listener. There's not as much opportunity to listen in business as there is in talking about yourself. Everybody talks about you need to get your elevator speech together. You need to get your resume in order. It's about you. But there's times in business you really need to take a pause and you need to listen. And in LeaderCast, you're going to be able to go and listen to some people who are truly successful that touch all sorts of different aspects of business and people doing things. Like Gail King is one of the hosts. And if you really take a step back and think about who Gail King is, she is one of the most connected people on the planet. She can get in front of anybody. She might just be Oprah's best friend, but hello, she's Oprah's best friend. So if Oprah's best friend calls you and says, I want to sit down and talk to you, you're going to talk to her.
Yeah.
And she gets to talk to some of the most amazing people as a journalist. So she's a listener as an interviewer. She really listens to people and understand. So listening to her and her speech, and there's going to be a few other presentations, but think about it. You get to go to LeaderCast as a business person. So there is a way that you're going to network because you're going to be in a room full of a bunch of other business people that are invested in listening and learning. And that is like one of the biggest hurdles in networking and meeting people, is finding people that are on the same page as you, that are eager to be better. And that's what LeaderCast is about, is the whole listening aspect of it. So I encourage everybody to get involved. And I know that a lot of people, it's easier for them to go up to Clear Lake, but you have a nice facility down here. And it might not be the biggest, baddest one this year of LeaderCast, but I bet next year you're going to pack this place with people. So
we're excited.
Yes. So I think that more people should consider going to LeaderCast. So especially if you're a business person in Texas City or down on the island and you don't want to have to drive clear up to Clear Lake like you have in the past, I love it that you guys are having an opportunity to have it here.
Yeah, we seat about 4,000, comfortably.
Yep. So
we're almost sold out. So we need a couple people. If you want to buy tickets, then there's still an opportunity. LeaderCast, Galveston County. But no, get your tickets now. I highly encourage you to come and check it out here. This is going to be maybe the best LeaderCast venue maybe ever. Maybe even better than the actual event in Georgia.
Clear Lakes version.
I think you have, listen, they're going to be at Star Cinema, and that's a movie theater with, that delivers food to you. So hello. I'm sorry, it's a movie theater that
they have
delivers
Curt.
food to you. That's fine. But no, I think that this is going to be I think LeaderCast is a great opportunity for people. Like everybody talks about, I don't know how to network, and networking around here is so hard, and I go to all these things, but I'm not getting a benefit. Well, you have to kind of change your perspective of, what are you really getting out of it? And I think LeaderCast, not only will you meet some great people, but the takeaways that you can have, I think will help inspire you to be better in business. And that listening aspect is so important.
You know, what I have found out whenever it comes to having a conversation, especially interviewing and talking with people, sometimes you can get carried away with trying to figure out where you're, like, what are you going to say next, that you almost block out what somebody's saying. And so what I've had to learn is you listen, and then you find something, you make a mental note or literally write it down and then keep going.
Exactly.
And then you can kind of navigate that.
But with LeaderCast, I think that, a lot of people are trying to, you're always working to be able to talk about your business, your business. That getting a moment of quiet where you're just really listening to somebody about strategy. And if you can't go to LeaderCast, if you can't afford to go to LeaderCast, if you can't afford it, email in. And if it's really important to you, I'm sure, talk to Pierre at Top Star Marketing. Maybe we can figure it out for you. But there are other things, like randomly, every once a week, you should make a goal that you're going to sit down and listen to a random TED Talk. You're just going to shut everything off, listen to a TED Talk, and just let somebody else talk to you about their experience. Don't read, just listen. Open up your ears. And I think that that's important for people.
Next week, I believe on Wednesday, we're giving away some LeaderCast tickets.
Perfect.
Curt, is that right? Next Wednesday, we're giving away LeaderCast tickets?
I believe he's coming in on Wednesday. We haven't talked about how we're going to do that. We might drop a video and then announce the winners on the 8th.
Well, depending on what he's able to do. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I talked to him yesterday. I told him I'm going to carve out time so I can come. I don't know if I'm going to be up at the Clear Lake one, but it's just as easy for me to come down here and do this one. So
yeah, well, we would love to have you here. Have you ever been into our facility?
No, but I watched it on your big
Share-a-thon.
The Share-a-thon. So it is beautiful in there. I think this is a very nice facility to host people and to make people feel comfortable. And it's,
we're excited.
I think it'll be great. It's going to be big. I got to talk about one more date. One more date. Very important. May 11th. That's Saturday before Mother's Day. There's some great things happening in the community then. And I encourage everybody to focus on this, okay? There is Saturday morning at May 11th, there is the Bay Area Habitat for Humanity 5K run at Walter Hall Park. And even if you're not going to run the 5K, it's going to be down there to be able to just have fun. They're going to have some games for kids. Habitat for Humanity is a really important program down here. And I would love for you to talk to Scott Stillman. And Scott is a financial guy from the area, but he's very involved with Habitat for Humanity as well as the Seabrook Rotary and the Men Who Cook. And he does this, Seabrook Rotary also does this program at Christmas time where they take a bunch of families to Target and they help shop for them, people that are really need a little help, especially around Christmas time. But Scott Stillman, he's the 5K for Habitat is happening May 11th, 8 a.m. But also, there's another. You've met Justin Grapan before, right?
I believe so, yes.
Okay. So they're from Lynn's Landscaping, but Grapan Gardens. Have you ever been to their location at Grapan Gardens?
He was supposed to come in one day, but then he forgot. And so we're like, hey, are you coming? He's
no,
like,
you need to
oh,
go
I
to
forgot.
him. No.
Yeah.
You need to go to him.
Yeah.
So that's Saturday morning at 8 a.m. For a couple hours. They're doing coffee with the koi. And they have these koi ponds at Grapan Gardens, which is, it's this little oasis in the middle of League City. You don't even know it's there. You're driving down this dirt road and you're like, where am I? And all of a sudden it's like, boom. And it's absolutely adorable back there. So they're doing coffee with the koi and it's totally free. You just get to go in and wander around. So we're going to stop after soccer. We're going to go in there and let Gigi wander around and see the fish. And mommy gets a coffee. It's all good. So I highly recommend that one. And then there's 2 opportunities for food that day. If you're an eater, there are 2 opportunities for food. Number one, Clear Lake is having their Greek Fest. that is an awesome thing to take your kids to because you get to see like this ethnic celebration that it's not an everyday kind of thing.
Yeah.
The food is amazing. They've been doing this for years and years. So they put on a great program. I mean, listen, you can go to the mall any day of the year. You can go, I love me some Galveston and Moody Gardens. Skip it this weekend. Go to Greek Fest. Or go onto the island because the other food opportunity, and I don't know if you're brave enough for this. I don't know about you. But it's Yaga's Wild Game Cook-Off.
Oh, down.
Okay.
Kangaroo?
Let me tell you. No, well,
Llamas?
more like elk and... No,
wait,
I've
just kidding.
I've actually eaten llama before. I've eaten llama. But
snakes.
yeah. No, see, I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid of food.
Sharks.
But the thing that I love about Yaga's, this Wild Game Cook-Off, is if you look up on Facebook, the Yaga's Children's Foundation, it's been around for 22 years. And they do this cook-off and they do other fundraisers for the Yaga's Children Foundation. And it started out supporting the Big Brothers, Big Sisters program here in the Galveston area. But it also has helped out things like Ronald McDonald House and some other things that really give back to our community. So 22 years this has been going on. So you can go over to Pier 21 and go to the cook-off, and they actually have, it's kid-friendly. They have a whole kid zone set up. So if you were going to, want to do some more adult things there is a kid area that keep everybody happy, and everybody gets to taste something a little bit different. If you have kids that are like afraid of like, oh, I'm not going to taste that, that's too weird. Well, please, I have some adult women that I know that are chicken nugget and French fry women. That's all they eat. Go and try something a little bit different, but know that this is one of those events that that the money that you're spending is actually going to charity. Because I love it, even on the Facebook page on Yaga's Children Foundation, if you scroll down to the About, they actually lay out that if you were to donate as a sponsor, people ask you to donate. People ask me to donate as a sponsor all the time. So if I were to write a check for $1,000, where's my money actually? What's the payout on that? For every dollar a sponsor spends, $1.20 actually goes right back to the charity. So you're like, how's that? Isn't it an even? No, it's because they throw these events that get more people to go. So $1,000 turns into at least $1.20, if not more, to give back to the charity. And they also disclose that they've been able to keep their operating costs at 11% or below on all these events. So 11% or less is the spend to make an event happen. So 89% of the money that comes in, it completely goes back to the charity. When you have that big of an event, it's very difficult. You're always going to have costs, like you're going to have to pay for food or cups or porta potties or something like that. Right. You can't always get everything for free, but the bulk of it goes back. And that's why I like the Yaga's Children's Foundation, or that's why I'm very big supporter of communities and schools, because they just raised at their Keep Kids in Golf tournament and tasting, they raised $260,000 in one day this year. $260,000, and they were able to keep the spend down so tight. So most of that money is going right back into helping kids, not only in CCISD, but now that they've got their grant, they just got a grant, and they are going to be in every school in Dickinson to help out going forward. So when you're picking events to go to around town, try and look at that extra layer that's there. Like, if I'm going to go spend money and have a day out, is there a way that I can give back and help on top of it? Because there's so much good stuff. Like just the League City Music Fest alone, that the money that goes to help support kids with special needs for them to be able to go to camp. So let's say you have a kid that that has cerebral palsy. To be able to go to a summer camp is like nearly impossible. You can't just send her to Camp Kickapoo or wherever. No. They're like, we can't accept those kids. We can't do that. Well, the Lions Club has a special camp that they put on that is only for kids with special needs, for everything from muscular dystrophy, cerebral palsy, and so on. They identify these kids and give them scholarships so they can go there.
Do you have a community calendar on the internet?
Me? No, I need to get on that.
We're working on one in our app that's going to be launching this week. Hopefully, pray that it launches
community calendar
successfully.
Or not, it will be launched.
Community calendar, and so we're going to have that inside of the app where you can actually look what's going on in the community, because I feel like there isn't a place where you can go at one location and get a download of everything that's happening.
Okay, Facebook, I'm going to tell you right now. Facebook, I get invited to millions of things. I'm not going to lie. And I get it on Facebook. I get it from next door. I get it from people sending me emails, all sorts. So I get lots of invitations. What I don't get is somebody to tell me, you need to go to this event because, or this is a person you need to know because they do this or they do that. Like there's another gala happening. The American Heart Association Gala is happening on Galveston. And the reason that you should go and support that is this reason. Or I think that it's easy to look at at a calendar, but when I told you about Yagas and you had no idea that was happening this weekend,
right?
Now you're curious about it. It's like, okay, if I'm going to go spend $5 to eat some ostrich or something, at least I know that the money is going to go. When you know that you're doing good on top of that, it makes that event so much better.
Yes.
Or you know that, like we were talking about the Oyster Fest, you know Mickey Gilley is going to be there. And if I told you, oh my gosh, I still have my 8-track tape. And the whole time you're thinking, oh my gosh, Kelly would love this. She would love this. So it's about not only identifying great things you can do in the community, but having somebody talk to you about some of those great things.
Right.
Yeah, because it's another spirit night where you can give money back, but this is why you should do it. Or Kendra Scott, like it's Teacher Appreciation Week next week. Well, Kendra Scott is doing a CCISD. Teachers can go in there, and the first 100 teachers that go into Kendra Scott are going to get a free piece of jewelry if they make a purchase, and they get to enter to win all of these great prizes as well. So Kendra Scott sent me a message. They're like, come in, and they're like, we're going to even let, if your Mossman moms want to come in and buy something for a teacher, we'll let them
That's cool.
enter the teacher's name or do whatever. I'm like, bring it. Let's go.
Yeah.
So once you can find out about that kind of stuff, it's not just another little bit that pops up on your calendar and Facebook.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what we love, bringing people like you on and these people that are putting on events so we can actually learn, okay, what do you have going on? Why? When did it start? Where is it going? And we're excited to keep doing that. It's 11:02, which means we're out of time.
Oh, done. Cut.
Is there anything else you'd like to share?
I have a pineapple hat for you. I bought it for you a long time ago. It's, I can't remember what was going on, but
You calling him a pizza head?
Chef Mary was getting sassy in here about something, and I actually went onto Amazon right away, and I'm like, he needs a pineapple hat. So I forgot to bring it this morning.
Never wearing it.
Oh, yeah, you are. Oh, don't say no to me. You will. You will. You can't say no to me.
I'll wear it.
I'll bring it on the 13th. I'll bring it on the 13th at Bayshore Grill.
There you go.
And you can wear it there. And I'm going to eat some oysters while we're there at Bayshore Grill, so we can have pineapple hat and oysters.
Love it.
Sounds good. I'm down for that. This has been Kickstart. This is the Kelly Show with Curt and Gardy. That's what Mary said. It's been fun watching the Kelly Show with Curt and Gardy.
Yeah, hey now.
And you'll have to come back.
Okay. I can do that.
Anytime.
If you let me talk about good events that are happening, I'll come back and talk to you.
Cool. Coming up next, the Sidewalk Prophets. This has been Kickstart. We'll see you tomorrow morning. Talk to you tomorrow morning. 8:30 is KHEA Radio, 99.5 FM.
Perfect.
Okay,
Bye,
cool.
guys.
Bye,
Bye,
guys.
By the way, we're hiring Kelly.